Ah! Hello. 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 You guys hear me? Hello. 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 Yo, I have the craziest fucking headache this morning, man. Craziest fucking headache. We should be good. We should not be lagging, hopefully. Hopefully. It was raining really bad, but now it's quieted down a little bit, but we should be good. We'll finish up all of these extra stuff in UMINEKO, and then we'll see from there. We'll see from there. Hold on, I gotta clean my glasses though, because there's a lot of cum on my glasses from last night. Hold on, give me a second. Ugh! Ugh! Bro, I've been having so much hairballs ever since I stopped taking my my chest medicine. I've been having like a cold start every time. Every like morning, afternoon, and like night, I'll just like randomly like hack up like cough balls. Or like hairballs, I mean. It's insane. Hold on. This fucking soundtrack's too bussin' here. It's way too bussin'. Hold on. Wait a second. Yo! We gotta take a picture! Is everyone here? Can we just say hi in the chat when I show my face? Hold on. Let me clean my glasses real quick. I will be wearing this shirt for the entire week. I will not wash this. I will not change this shirt. I'm wearing it the entire fucking week here. Yeah, can someone draw Eric Catboy, please? That'd be kind of interesting. I'll post it on TikTok and then maybe like 5 million views, perhaps. That could be interesting. I don't know. We'll see. Alright. Let's say hi to people. Hello. Hey, Fixer. Hey, Anna. Hey, Big Hagrid. Hey, Orphine. What up, bro? What up, Cool Rap Dog? Hey, Nora. Hey, Alfredo. Hey, Senpai. Hey, N4T. How you doing today? How are you doing today? How are you doing today? Look at this fucking shirt, man. Come on. Come on. Why hate? Why hate? Our idol. We have gotten a shirt for our idol. Come on. You seeing this? Little B for Supreme, baby. Come on. This is a rare shirt. A very rare shirt. Very rare shirt. If you don't know who a Lil B is, Lil B is our guy for our outro. The bass god himself. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Come on. Good. Made some gas food. Hey, we will get started with Umineko ASAP. Kinda. Just let me log on to Nikkei though. Breast cancer shirt. Yeah, it is kind of breast cancer, but come on. Is this not Hello Steez? For the bass god himself. Come on. Alright, but yeah, I will be wearing this shirt every day though. I'll be wearing this shirt for the next couple of streams though. I will not wash this. Your boyfriend got a haircut? Oh, hell yeah! I am for T. I'm very happy to hear that your crush is now your boyfriend. I'm assuming it's the same guy unless you got a different roster of people that you were talking to. But I'm very proud of you. Hell yeah, N4T. We are up! He's not showing me to our date later. Hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully, but if he's trying to surprise you, it's a good chance it might be bad. So, I don't know. Might be a buzz cut. Dude, buzz cuts are really nice, especially nowadays because it's super hot and like humid. I don't blame him. Let me log on to Nikkei very first, because I gotta do my dispatch and then we'll be on Umineko. I promise. Hold on. Is this music too loud? Let's turn this music a little bit down here. You said he looks bald in a bad way? I don't think you can look bald in a bad way, unless he looks like Krillin. If he looks like Krillin, then maybe. Also, it is the fact that you had a crush on him. Oh, that's so cute. That's so sweet. I'm very happy to hear that for you, N4T. Hell yeah. Let's see. I feel like you had the blessing and luck from me and from Base God. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I didn't update. Alright, we won't be doing this. Hold on. I'm gonna do this on my phone. Really quickly. What up, Senpai? Hold on. But your blessings, yeah. Hold on, I gotta do this on my phone. Very quickly. Hold on. It's very important, very important. So last time we were on the tea party. Hold on, did it save? Your date's at 6? Are you on West Coast? 6 is in like what, 2 hours? 3 hours, I mean? So it's 3 PM for you right now, isn't it? Or like 4 PM? Damn, what time is it right now? It's about to be 7 o'clock, so yeah, it's like 4 PM right now, right? Yeah? Hold on. I'm getting overstimulated. Alright. Hold on, I just need to do my dispatch really quickly. Oh yeah, happy 4th of July. I don't know if you guys celebrate 4th of July. I really don't. I just use it to buy alcohol and get drunk. If I'm being honest with you, but happy 4th of July though. I do have a bunch of alcohol left over in my fridge, so I might crack one open. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. Today we have a Red Bull, white peach edition, because we're not drinking yerba no more. They fucked up yerba. Makes me very angry. Alright, anyways. Here we go. W streak. Oh, speaking of that, thank you so much for that 90 stream streak Fixer. And the 85 stream streak Alfredo. Arigatou gozaimasu. Hey, Fixer, when you hit 100, if you hit 100, you'll be a VIP probably. Unless I'll make it like 110, but most likely 100. I feel like 100 stream streak works. VIP, alright? Yeah? I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, 3 stream streak? Hell yeah, N4T. Hell yeah. Alright. Before I start, is the volume good? Am I like too loud or like whatnot? Is the volume good? I don't know. Just making sure on my end it looks okay. Is the OST looking good? Did you set up the TikToky? No, I did not. No, I did not set up the TikToky. Louder? What do you want to be louder? My microphone or the music? Because on my end it looks fine. It looks okay, I think. But you shall never know. You want everything to be louder? I feel like you could just turn up your like volume. I feel like. Wait, what up, Nia? Yeah, alcohol for this July 4th? Yeah, I do. I do have some remaining alcohol left over. We had a bunch of packs, and I did bring home like half a pack of White Claw. So eventually I might just crack one open. Right now I do have a Red Bull though, cause my stomach has been fucking me up. But I do have some extra alcohol though. Hold on. How do I set this up on a TikTok? Fuck it, bro.
It's a game where you just want to get out.
Hello?
Enough time left.
Who's talking?
With some long balls, he's
Hello?
he calls in a little bit of trouble.
Oh! It's the live stream. I was on a live stream for the soccer game. Whoops, sorry. Anyways. Bro got the match on? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, come on, it's France. Anyways. Alright. Giggle? Oopsies, sorry, I'll bet you're so shocked that your world turned upside down, right? Okay. How do I check if my streak is still going on? I think it's in the bottom left corner of the chat. Click wherever you see the Tetsuo pair, and then it should bring it up, I think. Your father was the one who came to your place, Lambda? What up, Diana Dinosaur? What up? Hey, yo, do you guys want to say hi now? You guys want to drop a quick picture to a little B, based god? Lord Santa Claus only visits the home of children with clean hearts. He didn't come to your place then. Who the fuck is Lord Santa Claus? Who the fuck is Lord Santa Claus? Who is that? Is that like a brand new character that we haven't met? Is this like Chainsaw Man, how like Santa Claus was a demon? I thought you already did it? No, I didn't do it. I didn't do it yet. Unless we're a really bad scoundrel, he'll give you a present. So he is a demon, okay. After he even gave him to me. As you grow and your heart becomes hardened, he stops coming. Doesn't he? Is Eric a demon? You let demons come inside you? No, I don't. I don't, never, bro. I have hella magic resistance against that. Probably 12 years old, right? I think I was 12 when my parents broke the news to me. Actually, no, it wasn't my parents. It was actually people at my school. I was telling them about my Christmas presents that I'd gotten. And I said that Santa had given it to me. And then they told me that Santa wasn't real. Then I think I cried, actually. Yeah. I think I was 12 or something. Did y'all cry when people told you that Santa was fake? Cause I'm like 95% sure I cried. You stopped coming when I was about 12. Oh shit! No way! Me too! Me too, Beatrice! Holy shit! Holy fuck, yo, me and you got a lot in common here. You never believed in Santa? I believed in Santa Claus, Tooth Fairy, Tinkerbell, Goku, Gintoki, Kamehameha, Bankai. I believed in a lot of things growing up. I really thought that becoming a Soul Reaper was an actual job profession that I could do in real life. It made his heart awoke and I got somewhat embarrassed about Lord Santa coming. Can we see Lord Santa? They broke it to me gentle so I never cried. Aw. Damn. After I wrote thanks for everything, that's enough. Introduce Lord from the last presents? So what'd you get? You're back on my... What up, Kodo? What up? How you been? Alright. How old were you when you started coming? I don't know. What up, Mohammed's band? What up? I think it was because I knew my mother's handwriting when she handed me a letter from Santa. Oh, really? Damn. Smart child. It was just written in red. You like this format more than the other? Wait, why? How come, Honora? You like the format over on a TikTok more than on a Twitch? Why is that? What, your mom Loki was actually Santa? My mom was Santa. My mom did a lot for me. And my dad too, so shout out to them. I think when I was about 9. Something about that beard irritated me, so I waited in my futon. She had a futon? Did she have a futon in a higurashi? With some sewing scissors ready thinking I'd cut it off? Oh, I see, Honora, okay. What a cringeworthy age. As long as you can remember, Lord Santa Claus has never come to see you, you say. Usually comes into the last year of elementary school or doing middle school. Okay, I'm very confused. I'm very confused about this whole Santa Claus thing here. Is it trying to tie into the whole belief? Believing in something that's not really real? Maybe? I don't know. You're the maturing too fast. Maturing too fast can have an adverse effect on the growth of mind and body. Alright. There's definitely some of those. BN Maxim, what up, Ivan? Adverse effects. So what kind of adverse effects here? What happened? Talking about that level of secret, I doubt it's worth it. What level of secret here? Is the game good? Should I get it? Yeah, absolutely. This game is worth your time. I'll prepare for the next game. Okay! Okay, Ange. Special secret? Special secret was that she controlled Ava? Can you Photoshop your face onto Sora on the Twitch profile picture? Hey, can somebody do that? Is that possible? Maybe. Sure, matches the chapter. Alright, CN4T, have fun, enjoy yourself. What is this game so I can LARP it? It's called UMINEKO. CN4T. Hey, good luck and have fun. Enjoy yourself, and if the haircut's really that bad, just be nice about it, okay? Hair grows back anyway, so just be nice about it. Alright, I'll tell you. Really, it's a special secret. Alright, here we go. Have you played Subahibi? I have never played Subahibi. I don't know if I'll play Subahibi, maybe if people want it, but I've heard great and bad things about that game. I don't know. Remember in this game there was a girl who found the gold, became the new witch, right? Yeah. What kind of secret could this person have? Isn't that the incest game? I have no idea. Probably, I think so. You streamed Subahibi on YouTube and he got striked immediately? Really? Damn. Do you enjoy reading UMINEKO? Hell yeah, Moniki. Why are we reading slop? Your name is Kino and you're saying that why are we reading slop? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Stop it. L Rage Bait. L Rage Bait. I realize who that girl actually is. It is Kino. Does anyone know? There's a hint in the way she talked. Hey, Nathan, think you're following Nathan. Remember that girl said it a lot, right? Why don't you do something forever? I streamed Fuda, Fix, Dick, Dine, and Dash on Twitch and got striked immediately. Okay. Was that game on Steam? Should we do that for 9/11 stream? Streaming Fuda, Fix, Dick, Dine, and Dash? Why don't you do something forever, right? And yes, that phrase was the main point. Alright. Yo, TikTok, if you guys give me a 5 galaxies, I will drink alcohol. Okay, so she really was just Ava here, okay. Which was revealed towards the end. We already saw that. It's 5 galaxies. I think that's like $100, I think. I think 1 galaxy is like $20, I think, or something like that. I don't know. I did not notice that. What do you mean? But we saw it at the end though.
ベアトって付き合いがいいのね。
You're good at playing along with her, Beato.
その子増長するからほどほどになさいよ。
Lem Double Delta's a cutie? That's just pretty alright.
じゃあね。私は席を外すわ。
ちょっと
No, save your money, senpai.
私の秘密だけ聞いてあんたは喋んないなんてずるいわよ。
No, it's not fair. Just listen to my secret and don't tell me yours.
あんたもあの女の正体を話しなさいよ。
Tell me who she really was.
あんたの秘密がすごすぎて釣り合わないわ。
That mine just wouldn't match up. You sly fox.
私もとってお
I'll
き
tell you
の
my
秘
own
密を
special
教えてあ
secret.
げ
Here
る
we
わ。
go. Here we go.
日暮らしの泣く頃にってゲームの
Oh
神
shit!
の名前を
Oh shit! I'll tell you the name of the culprit in this game called Higurashi no Nakukoro ni. Holy fuck! Hey, spoilers if you haven't read Higurashi. Spoilers here.
言わないで。
Tell me.
今プレイしてるとこ
You're playing it right now? Yo, I'm still on chapter 7 for the chapter summaries here. Relax.
じゃあねベアト
Whatever.
紅茶美味しかったわ。
The black tea was delicious.
あとお茶
What
菓
about
子のクラ
crackers?
ッ
The
カーだけ
repertoire
ど
of jam?
ジャムの
Dude.
レパートリーが足りないわ。
Apricot jam, if you never had it, is the greatest jam ever. If you pair that with some crackers and some white wine,
たまに
wow.
はコチュジャンでも
Wow.
用意しなさい。
Get some gochujang chili paste. Oh, gochujang chili paste is really nice,
ロ
huh?
シアンティーにもぴったり
It
だ
goes
し
great with Russian tea. I've never had Russian tea
じゃあ
before.
ね。
Later.
そうか、わかった試してみよう。次のゲームの準備が整ったら
Call for when
要
the
望
preparations are finished for the fourth game.
それまでゆっくり戦略でも練るがよ。
So I wonder how Ange comes into play in the fourth game here. I really wonder.
そうす
What
る
if she comes on boat through the spinning typhoon, right? I don't know. That makes no sense though, because last episode we were like saying that she's 6 right here, but then we saw her super old, so it could be like a future Trunk situation. So maybe she won't show up on the island, but maybe she might show up in this tea party room, perhaps. Because if it's like future Trunks, I don't think she would pop up in the real world. What up, boys? What up? What up? Peak Piato? What? Acknowledge my 30 cents? Oh, thank you, Nora, for the 2 dolphins. We got 60 cents over on TikTok. Thank you.
じゃあね。
You know what? Cheers.
ちょっと待ちなさいよ。教えなさいよ。
Anne's got a time machine.
いやい
She's
や、
working with that capsule
本
core.
当にお二人は仲が良い。
You two really are close. Hi. I don't know how to say your name, but hi. How are you feeling about the new summer event, Eric? And what? Nikkei? Hey, man. Too much dopamine, man. I've been getting myself an extended barrel every time I see Summer Cinderella, Marciana, Low Siren, Naga. Hey, it's crazy. It's crazy work.
そうよ。大好
Oh,
き
how I
よ。
love
ベル
you,
ンカステル。
Bertha. Aw, that's so
愛してる
sweet.
とさ言ってもいいわ。
You could say I'm in love with you.
あ
Aw.
の瞳をえぐり出
Or
して
gouge out her eyes so she can
私
see
以外
you.
を映さないようにしてやりたい。
You know what? Low key, man. I like
そ
that.
れは本当に
Wouldn't
素
that-
敵よね。
Need that actually. Need that. Low key, need that.
紅茶に沈めても素敵かもしれ
It'd be
ない。
wonderful to dunk them in black tea. Ew, yikes. Oh, thanks so much, Nora, for the $1. Bouncing by and s'mores. Thank you, Nora. Wait, hold on. Save your money, Nora. I appreciate you.
ラムダデルタ教をここまで夢中にさせるとは。
Who knew she had entrance to landed without to this extent?
わらわも責任重大で
It
ある
seems like you're a heavy responsibility.
しかし今回は実に惜しかった
So this last game truly was close.
あと一息でバトラーをコロリといけたもの
Yeah, to the point where like you, Renove, that bitch ass Virgie. Oh my god, bro. Virgie betraying us really hurt me. It took like what, 4 or 5 witches here, man. Like fuck you, y'all suck.
ベアと
There's no way there's anything going on between Marciana. Hey, listen, bro. Marciana's gotta stay with me here. 3K likes, thank you, Nora. I'm back out of the hospital. What up, Fiumster?
一個聞いていい？
Congratulations for the hospital exit. Hell yeah. Can I ask you
なんであ
something?
る
What is it? Leaves toxic Yuri and Umi? The only Yuri I want is Ava and Natsuhi.
あの女の名前は教えぬぞ
I won't tell you that girl's name. Oh, it's you, Freaky? Oh God, it's you, Freaky. What up, dude? What up? How you been, man? What up?
あんた勝つ気あんの？
Ooh, do you even have the slightest intention of winning? Oh, Mirage Coordinator! Hey, this face is kinda crazy. Just when are you going to stop screwing around? Lamb Delta threatened her with a low voice that she had never used in front of Brinkenstel. Oh my god! It completely blew away the calm atmosphere which had been there until a moment ago. Crazy, OST, crazy! Hey yo, this face is kinda creeping me out right now.
ベルンカステルに勝てる魔女ってことで
I'm supporting you because you're meant to be a witch who can win against Brinkenstel.
あんたにベルンカステルに勝て
It's
る
a 2v1 right now!
なら
Oh, we're on Tea Party right now! We finished episode 3 and we're on Tea Party!
いつだって私はあんたなんか見捨てるんだから
If you don't have the power to win against her, then I'm ready to abandon you at any time. Got it?
これは
I was
敵です
scathing.
わらわの何が
Calm down,
本
bottom
物
boy.
な
You
の
moving different with that pink shirt. Listen! Come on! This is rare, that's why! Why hate? Why are you hating? Fuck out of here!
今日もご存知の通り
This is Tea
わ
Party,
ら
this
わの
is.
ゲーム版は完璧だ
What about me that satisfies you? As you know, my game board is perfect, bitch.
ベルンカステル教には
Lady
決して
Brooklyn still
勝
will
ては
never
せ
be
ん
able to win. Damn, what is this game about? Hella bad bitches killing each other. Pretty much.
ええそうよ
Your shirt really suits you well, alright? Who's your favorite? Probably Ava Beatrice Battler. I thought this actually happened during episode 3. I got so scared because I'm on the first chapter of episode 3. Oh! Yo, Mona! I'm on the end of episode 3. Please, if you haven't finished this, I suggest you to come back and watch later. Because it's a lot of spoilers and like I don't want to ruin the magic of UMINEKO to you. So please come back later, okay? I appreciate you.
あんたのゲーム版は
Your board truly is impressive.
ベルンカステル
Work is still could spend 100
100
years.
年はおろか
See ya, Mona. Hey, follow though. Don't forget to follow.
1000年を費やそうとも絶対に
Or
勝
even
つことがで
1,000
き
years
ない
there, you would still be unable to win against the game board. It truly is impressive and perfect.
だから私
Rent is due, baby!
それを借りることの引き換えにあ
That's
んた
why
を
in
魔女に
exchange
し
let
て
me
やった
borrow
の
that I
ね
made you a witch.
私があんたの後見
Stop being
人
your
をや
guardian
めれ
woman
ば
and go back to being
あんた
human.
はすぐに人間
Whoa, wait! Wait! That's crazy! Hold on! Okay. Bronca still could spend 100 years or even 1,000 years here and she would still be unable to win against this game board. It truly is that impressive and perfect. Wait, hold on. With the game board Beato set up, Lammy said it would take hundreds of years to win against the board. It would take Bernie hundreds of years to win against the board. There we go. Hey, Melrobites, relax. That's why in exchange for letting me borrow that, I made you a witch. If I stop being your guardian, you'll immediately go back to human. So she's not a real witch then. Hold on. Lammy said that she is Beato's guardian. And that she made Beato into a witch. Interesting.
どんなにすごい魔力を持っていてもあんたはかりそめの魔女でしかないことを
No matter how much incredible magic power you have, you're nothing more than a temp. So can we assume that Beato is the same thing as Ava Beatrice then? In the fact that the witch is just a facade for their human form? What if being a witch is actually just a metaphor for the human's inner subconscious intrusive thoughts? Maybe.
うわ
Yeah?
そなたには感謝しておる
I know that. I'm grateful to you.
タメ口聞かないでよベルンカステルがいるときは許すけど
I'll forgive
いない
that.
ときは許さない
Because
わ
Stell's around, but I won't when she isn't.
あん
Jeez.
た最近
Oh,
私
that-
のを忘れてるでしょ
そんなことはあ
Yo! Yo, Beatrice is getting scared? Hold on.
やっぱ気持ち悪いわいつもの喋り方でいい
But hold on, in the previous tea parties though, Lamb Delta was saying how like it's like rock paper scissors where Bernie beats Lammy. Oh fuck, bro. It was like a rock, paper, scissors between these three. I forgot the order though.
でも口の利き方には注意して
Be
よ
mindful what you say.
私案外短気
I have a surprisingly short temper, you see.
話を戻すわ
Back to the point.
あんたのゲーム版
The
は
game
実
board
に
truly
完
is
璧
perfect. I'm being really self-centered right now and only staring at my profile picture. Hey, that's okay, Nora. It happens to the
ベ
best
ルン
of
カ
us
ステルを
anyway.
容易に任すことができる
She'll be
でし
able
ょ
to
う
defeat
よ
Brunkisto without any trouble.
しかしあの子
That
は
kid won't give
簡
in
単に
easily.
屈服しない何度でも挑んでくるわ
She'll challenge you over and over, just like in Higurashi, how she was going through multiple different timelines in order to find the miracle where she lives.
問題
Shout out to the purple hair girl. What's the purple hair girl? Cecilia? I don't remember actually.
ラムダデルタ教
That is
の
no
お墨
problem.
付
That
き
has
では
been
ない
certified by you, Lady Damn.
わらわ
Blah.
のゲーム版は
It's perfect, but you almost lost the last episode.
そうよ完璧よ
That's right, it's
プ
perfect.
レイヤーである
So
あ
long
ん
as you
た
can
も
play
完
perfect
璧
as
なら
well.
ね
I wanted to reread UMINEKO so far. It's really awesome, Moniki.
どういう意味か
I understand what you mean by this.
どういう意味私が聞きたいくらいよあんたのゲームには遊びが多いそれは時にベルンカステルを煙に巻くから
Yeah?
あんたなりの策略なんだと
I thought
私も
so
最初
too
は
at
思
the
っ
very
た
start.
でもなんだか違う
But
気
nah,
がす
she
る
got flustered during the middle part.
あんた勝てる試合をもてあそんでるんじゃ
You're
な
not
くて
playing around in a match, you know you can
勝って
win.
も負けてもどう
The
でもいい
truth
って
is, you
思っ
don't
て
care
るんじゃ
whether
ない
you.
の
Whoa! The truth is, you don't care whether you win or lose, do you?
バカ
Hold
バ
on.
カしい
That's ridiculous.
そんなことある
How
わ
could
けは
that be?
なかろ
いいことあんたの役目はベルンカステルを屈服させる
Your
こと
role is to break Brunkisto, force her to
つまり
yield.
ゲームに永遠に勝者でいること
So is that the main objective then? Possible main objective is for Beato to break Bernie and force her to yield. But in the game against the battler, it doesn't matter if she wins or loses? Is that how I'm not understanding that? Maybe? Thanks for following, Moniki.
あなたが絶対の勝者であり
As long as
続
you
け
keep
よう
trying
と
to
す
become
る
the
限
certain victor, then I'll give you my power
私
as
は
the
絶
witch of
対の魔女として
certainty.
あなたに力を
So what happens if she doesn't do it and then she stops being a witch? Does that break the cycle then?
でももしあなた
Or will she be stuck here forever?
自らの敗北の
You
可
find a
能
way that
性を
doesn't
否
deny
定
any
しないよう
possibility
な
of your
戦い
loss.
方をして話は変わる
That's
わ
a
よ
different story.
もちろんこれは
It's
ゲ
a
ーム
game,
で
of
ある
course.
わらわが勝てばベルンカステル教が負けるように
Same way that Lady Bernie will lose if I
向
win.
こうが勝てば
There'll be some days in which I will lose and she will
わらわが負ける日もあるだろう。
win. But I think she wants to win always,
常に
right?
敗北の可能性はあり得る
Possibility of loss always
だから
exists.
こそわらわは
Zep it!
だからあんたは使えないのよ
This game's called UMINEKO.
あんたはゲーム版である必要なんかないベルンカステルを永遠にここに閉じ込め
If
る
Bird
鳥
catch the
かご
log
でさ
burning
え
up
あ
in
れば
here.
いいの
So is this revenge for Higurashi essentially?
鳥かごの役目は
This is all over Birdcage.
中の小鳥を絶対に逃がさないことよ
But didn't Bernie free herself from the birdcage in a Higurashi though?
たまに抜け出せてしまうような隙間のある鳥
What's the
かごに
birdcage worth if it has
何の
gaps
価
and
値が
sometimes let the bird out?
無論ゲームは勝つための
Of course, game exists to be won,
そしてわらわが負けること
so it is impossible. But what's the point in playing a game if you know that you will win 100%? I feel like that's boring as fuck.
ゆえにわらわは勝ち続けよう
Therefore, I will continue to win.
お望み通り
As you wish for all eternity.
いい返事
Good
よ
answer. That's all I
それ
want.
でいいわ
It's like playing Clash Royale, but you're playing against bots, meaning that you're always gonna win. So where's the fun in that? It's fun to smurf though? No, it's not!
策略としての遊びやフェイクは許す
If you're playing Overwatch and you're smurfing in like Overwatch and whatnot, it's not fun to dick down on like lower level players. There's no fun in that. There's no honor in that. I'll allow you to play around and use fakes as a part of your
今
tactics.
回有効だったとこ
Thanks
ろ
for
もあ
following,
る
Octopus. It was sometimes effective in his last
しで
game.
もね
But hear
も
this.
しあなたが勝ち以外を望むような指し手を
You
し
make
た
a
ら
move hoping for anything else. Motherfucking about honor and Overwatch? Yeah, come on! I play with pride and honor!
その時は素敵な覚悟を
Make
なさ
sure
い
you're wonderfully prepared, okay?
そのような
See you,
ことを
Monarchy. I
する
appreciate you. Good night. I will not do such a
ス
thing.
カウト
I swear, I swear.
もともと魔
Smurfing
女
so
です
fun?
らない
How?
あんたが本当はどんなにみすぼらしい存在だった
So she's been LARPing as a witch!
いつだって思い出させてあげるんだ
I
か
can
ら
remind you what a truly shabby creature you were at any time.
私の期待を裏切ったら
Alright. Wizard, witch. And so, when we saw that flashback with Beato and Virgie, was that flashback really Beato then? Because I was led to believe that Beato learned magic from Virgie. But what if that person was actually somebody else? Because here in a tea party, it seems like Lamb Double Delta is the one that granted Beato the powers here. So I don't know. I just followed you for reading UMINEKO. Do you love me? Sure thing.
その時は楽しい罰ゲーム
We'll
が
have a
待ってるわ
delightful,
よ
delightful penalty waiting for you.
100億の
Hey, yo,
世
that's
界の中
that was freaking me out here.
最も惨めなかけらに
The bunch of
あん
fragments
たを
worlds
振り
out
込ん
there.
で
I'll send you
封
some
印し
most
てあげ
miserable
る
fragments. See you there?
あんたはもともとが惨めだか
You
ら
were miserable in the first place,
惨
so
め
it'd
な
be
かけ
worth
らも
choosing.
実に選びがいがあるわ
Oh, miserable in the first place. Maybe she's talking about how she was stuck in the hidden mansion, maybe? I don't know anything about this, and I'm curious as to why you're writing things down. It's a visual novel, it's a murder mystery, and I'm taking notes on this game here. It helps with reading comprehension and whatnot. This is my web. Here we go. This is all the things I've written down and all the categories. You see this? Yup. Okay, bye. Thank you so much, Blue Splat. I appreciate that.
愛してるわ
How I love you, Bernie.
ベアトリーチェの鳥かごで好きなだけあがいてもはや逃れられないことを1000年かけて知りなさい
But why would Beatrice try to put someone else in a birdcage when she herself was in that very birdcage? Wouldn't she know what it feels like to be stuck in a birdcage? So why is she doing all this? I was talking to TikTok just about reading Yo, chill. Some of them are pretty good here. Revenge, Sonny? But why is she taking revenge on Bernie though? Bernie ain't do shit.
私の手のひらでしか
What happened in Higurashi,
たっ
bruh?
ぷりと仕込んであげるんだ
I'll train you so that you can't tweet in anyone's palm but mine. You low-key look like Lamb Double Delta. What up, Misty? Dude, she looks fucking creepy as shit, man. Hey, yo, watch out! Watch out! Stop! Stop! Okay. Fuck, man. You looks like George. Do I look like George? Alright, here we go. Question mark time. Question mark time. Here we go. Nice. Ooh, did my game freeze? Stop being a sussy baka. Time for a long question mark. Here we go. Question mark time, baby. One of the best question marks. Alright, welcome to the tea party of the inhuman. Here we go. Sensational. We're gonna do, episode 3 question mark. Alright, here we go. Are we ready? Here we go. Are we ready? Is this Toho? I mean, technically there is a Toho reference in this game. So yeah, actually, it kinda is like Toho. It kinda is. Yes, there is a Toho reference in this mid. There is, actually. Episode 4 soon, yeah. I'm preheating my pizza. 12 years later? Hold on! October 4th, 1998. Damn! October 4th, 1998. 12 years later. A monotonous electric sound kept on repeating. Thunberg Lily? Do not tell me that Kinzo is alive! The theme of that room was a so-called hygienic, emotionless white. It was a room of a certain university hospital. Yo, are we gonna get a scene just like in End of Evangelion where Shinji's an ordinary person wouldn't be able to afford the cost of even a single night in this room. A room where neither her doctors nor herself had any doubts would be the last she ever stayed in. Why do you say there's toe in it? Reference don't count? There's a reference in it though! There's a reference in it! Mid. Yes! She looked haggard and aged to the point that you would not believe it was her unless you were told. Was a person on the bed Ava? A well-built man in a suit waiting in the corner near the door was having a conversation with the outside in a low voice over the intercom. He was a guard protecting Ava's person. After telling the person on the other end of the intercom to wait, he approached Ava's bed. Ava had been awake for a while. However, she stared at a single point in empty space as though her mind was not in the same place.
エンジェさんが下のロビーに到着しました。
Oh! Wait, hold on! Is this, what's his face? Is this Nanami's voice actor? Okay, so we got Ange here. She's arrived at the lobby
お
below.
通ししてよろしいですか？
Oh, no, it's not the same BA, actually. Should we let her pass? So, Ava! Okay, Ava is in the hospital bed, and Ange has paid a visit. Ooh, questioning here. However, bit by bit, her eyes began to regain their focus. She gave a small nod, indicating that she didn't mind if they called Ange. Is it Ange or Angie? Ava herself had been the one to call her, and she was right on time. Ava now refused to meet anyone without an appointment made in advance. The reason the room was dark even though it was still light outside was because the curtains was closed. Okay, Angie, okay. There was always one guard waiting in the room, and 3 more waiting in the corridor in the lobby. Angie, okay. Anjai? Anjay? Anju? They're all there to protect Ava's persons. Damn, she got hella security guards. Eventually, there was the sound of a knock. Also, there's a message from the intercom that the guest's body check had been completed with no problems. The door was unlocked and opened, and a woman of about high school age was standing there. She's 18 here.
会長、エンジェさんがいらっしゃいました。
Ava reacted and turned her face towards the guest. However, instead of reacting to the guard's call, maybe it would be better to say that she reacted to the smell of Ange's makeup. Okay! Or farming! I haven't been shut up in this room for so long. Ava was sensitive to small changes in smell. Is it safe to say, ooh shit?
来たわね、
Ew!
エンジ。
Let's see. Oh, she dead sound like Kumasawa. Whoa, she looks really cool here. She looks really cool. Hold on. Let me turn off my camera real quick. Rudolph and Kirie's daughter, Battler's younger half-sister. She didn't have to see Battler often, but they got on extremely well, and she greatly respected him. Since she was absent due to illness during the family conference, she always survives in solitude. Unfortunately, she has become emotionally disturbed, always carries a huge amount of cash with her, and has the bad habit of throwing it around to make sure she never has to wait. Damn! She be making it rain like that? Okay. Damn, alright. Very cool. Very cool. Look, like mother, like daughter. You know what? Rudolph and her Battler has the same stance kind of also, but Kirie and Ange, very, very similar here. How is she redheaded then? I have no idea. I actually have no fucking idea, to be honest with you. Hold on, let me turn on back my camera here.
来たわ。
Listen, either Rudolph had red hair here, or Kirie had, wait, no? Because Battler was born from Asumu. I think Rudolph has the red hair here. I think Rudolph has the red hair maybe. Oh, it could be Kinzo's real wife here. Kinzo's real wife could have had red hair also, and that was passed down through a family genes. But no one else has like red hair though. Unless there's like a fucking secret plot twist with like Kirie, where like because Kirie has like white hair, they pulled a Tokyo Ghoul where like she was so stressed out she actually had red hair in the first place. But then how would she give birth to Battler? What What if Kirie was a surrogate for Asumu's kid? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
呼ばれたから。
Yes, I did. You did call me. On Ava's face, you couldn't find the expression of one warmly welcoming their niece. And on Angie's face, you couldn't see the expression of one pleased to see their aunt. Ava waved her arm, which had grown as thin as a withered branch, and motioned for the guard to leave. What up, Mikhail? The guard bowed silently and went on into the hall.
暗い上に空気もひどいわ。
It's not only stuffy but dark too?
カーテンでも開けたら。
そうすると、あんたの依頼した
And
殺
the
し
hitman
屋
you
が
hired?
窓越しに撃ってくるって寸法なのかしら。
Dude, her voice actor is crazy. You hired a hitman? Okay, so I'm assuming that maybe because Rudolph and Kirie died, she probably inherited the business that Rudolph had? Maybe? Maybe that's how she has so much money?
あんたの暗殺依頼なら、私が受けたいわ。
Oh! Yo! She wants to be the one to shoot Ava?
家でのんびり、ほんの一月
All
も
I
過
have to do
ご
is
してれば、
relax at home for a month and the
勝
job
手
would
に
take
任
care of
務が終わ
itself.
るもの。
You got potential of what? Change the box color of what? The discussion was quite morbid for an aunt and niece. However, they didn't look like they were joking. At the very least, Ava did believe that someone was after her life. All the Shiromiya family's massive fortune had come into the possession of Shiromiya Ava. It was said that this fortune also included that 10 tons of hidden gold that Shiromiya Kinzo was rumored to have kept concealed. It could do nothing while this vast wealth was in the hands of the cunning, sly, and extremely suspicious Ava. But it was rumored that if it had been passed on to Angie, who was no more than a young girl, certain people were plotting to snatch it away at once. By now, Ava and Angie were Kinzo's only descendants. If Ava died, all of the wealth would go to Angie. And if Angie were to be killed as well, that wealth would go to the family of Angie's mother, Kirie. Wait, but Kirie is dead though! What? In this sense, not only Ava but Angie as well was in a position where it wouldn't be on at all for her life to be targeted by some unknown person. It's black, but it's a brown is the best and fits the color palette. Nah, this black one looks the best here. Brown one's hard to read for me. And Ava had hated Angie for a long time. And also, I spent like almost 200 hours with this black one. Now I'm keeping this. Because after losing her precious only son George, she had learned that the only one who had survived to inherit her own wealth was Angie, who had been absent from— She had learned that the only one who had survived to inherit her own wealth was Angie, who had been absent from that family conference 12 years ago. Okay. Mustard pack? I think that's an IV. Ava shunned Angie, hated her, and even detested her. But didn't you fucking kill George though? She isolated Angie in a special school and separated her from the youth and happiness normal people have, trying to deprive her life of all opportunity. However, Ava has succumbed to an incurable illness, and ironically, her remaining life was estimated to be the same as Kinzo's had been at that family conference 12 years later. What if this is a curse though? Kind of like in Attack on Titan, how like when you inherit the Titan curse, you only have like 12 to 13 years left to live. So what if, after becoming the head of the household, you only have like a certain amount of years to live? Perhaps. Both Ava and Angie hated each other. Even though they were each other's last blood relatives, they hated each other so much that they hoped that the other would die quickly. Damn.
それで、わざわざ呼びつけ
Have a
て
nice
ない
read.
のよ。
Part first pretty slow, but it gets better. Alright, thanks Sinbad, I appreciate you. What if it's because Ava just fed off her life force? Okay. Okay, maybe, perhaps. Kind of like a parasite. And why did you go all out? Why did you go to all the trouble of calling for me?
私はもう長くないわ。
I don't have much time
ヤ
left.
ブ医者どもは未だに私が盛られた毒が何かも検出できない。分かってるの。きっと某国の諜報機関で使
Secret
われてた
assassination drug?
秘
The
密
one
の
that
暗
foreign
殺
intelligence
薬
agency
な
was
の
using?
ああ、私は殺されるのよ。殺されるのよ。よかったわね。もうじき死ぬわよ。
Dude.
そうすれば
She sounds so
さ
evil.
ぞやあなたの胸がすくで
かわいそうな人。
What a pitiable person. This always happened. She immediately deviated from the main topic, distorting it into a more unsettling discussion. Ava, who was full of suspicion, believed that someone was always after her life. Maybe because of this, she was so stressed out that she gave herself the disease. Indeed, after inheriting the vast wealth of the Shumia family, she had used wild methods just like Kinza had done in the past, and had repeatedly made money by any means necessary, creating many enemies along the way. Damn! Got Ava on the Joe Rogan. Hell nah. With a massive supply of capital, she had launched aggressive takeovers against businesses which were starting to have rapid growth. I'm thinking that maybe because she was under so much like turmoil, stress, and pressure in her mental state of mind, like her nervous system was just frequently crashing out, and so she wasn't able to regulate properly, and that gave her this crazy fucking disease. Could be possible. Unless she really was poisoned, making them buy it back at a high price under the guise of reconciliation. Ironically, it was the same type of action that her husband's company had been hit with 12 years ago. Thanks for following, Star. Thanks for following, Glasses. Or smiley face, or straight face. Damn. She had repeated this constantly for the past 12 years. She had also earned a lot of hatred from the business world. So I'm gonna say Ava has an incurable disease, and she's been an absolute tyrant in the business world, using Kinzo's wealth and taking over as many companies as much as possible, earning the target on her back from pretty much everyone. Ava and Angie really fucking hate each other. If her husband had heard of this from beyond the grave, he might have defended her, saying that this was because of the loneliness from losing her family. Aw, shout out to Hideyoshi, man. She has a near-terminal case of ligma. Yo, what's ligma? However, no one who knew her now would come to her defense. For some time, Ava waxed eloquent about exactly how her life was being targeted, listing off names of people who likely held hatred for her, and sneering at the fact that she still hadn't been killed. Even with Angie heard her own name included in that list. Her expression did not change significantly, and she waited indifferently for Ava to tire herself out.
私はね、憎いのよ。
I really
あ
hate.
んたが。
Damn! Alright, listen, I get that you lost George, but this was your fucking fault, Ava. Take some accountability here. You were killing people, someone else killed George. You started this mess.
光栄ね。
I'm honored? Come on.
私もよ。
Come on, Angie's personality. Hell yeah.
ジョージのために気づいた
I
未
built this
来だ
picture
っ
for
た。
George's sake, and he's not even
そ
here.
れをあんたにかすめ取られる
Should
な
have
んて
thought about that before you killed everybody, bitch. Fuck you.
ルドルフの娘に
You
奪
think
わ
that
れ
would be
る
stolen
な
by
んて。
Rudolph's daughter?
私は悔しい。
What up, Davin? Hey, Hyper.
子も残せず
I
財
think I
産
not
す
only
ら
will
も
I
奪
not
わ
lose
れ
the
る
crown,
な
but
ん
even my
て
fortune will
そ
be
れが
stolen. I
私
feel like
が
that's just bad karma, right?
許せない。
I feel like that's just karma. Right? Poetic justice, as one would say?
だったら財産全部お布施にでもしち
In
ゃえ
that case,
ば
why don't you give all your fortune to charity?
お
True?
百度踏んでた宗教系の連
After
中
all
は
those
どう
religious
したの
people
よ
you've requested so many times. See you, senpai. I'll see you soon, bro.
連中はみんな言うのよ。多すぎる財産が
My excessive
私の
wealth
負
become
担
a
に
burden
な
to
って
me.
いるって決まってだから
They always
預け
say
て
something-
清める必要があるとか
Bro,
言い
look at
出す
Angie,
の
bro. She looks
よ
cool as shit, man. They always say something about how I need to give it up and cleanse myself.
それで思いついたの
And then the
よ
idea came to
寄
me
付はやめたわ
to stop donating. Okay. Okay. So even on her deathbed, she's still a raging piece of shit. This is why Ava is S tier. For a time, Ava had invited in the founders of several strange new religious cults, perhaps looking for peace in her heart. But in the end, they did not give her heart any relief, and only further increased her suspicion.
お金が余ってるならサラブレッド買い占めてコン
If
ビー
you
フでも
got
作
money
れ
to
ば
burn money, you start buying up thoroughbreds and make some corned beef?
それよりもっと面白いこ
Are
と
we
を
lagging?
思いついたのよ。
I thought something even more interesting.
いろいろ悩んだわ。
I racked my brains over a lot.
どう
Are we
やれ
lagging?
ばあなたをひどい目に遭
What
わ
could I do
せ
to
ら
make
れる
things
か
horrible
ね。
for you?
殺してしまおうとも思ったわ。
But it's not Angie's fault that your son died.
あるいは全ての財産を消し去り、あ
Erasing
なた
all
を
of your
無
wealth,
一
leaving
文
you
にして
penniless
後
and
ろ
kicking
宮
you
家
out of
から
the
叩
Shirimiya
き出
family
し
or
てやろうか
something?
とも思ったわ。素敵でしょ。お上品に育てられたご
The lady
令
brought
状
up
が
prim and proper,
腐
made
っ
it
た
crawl
パ
around
ン
and
や
crawl
泥
from
水
moldy
を
bread
這い
and
つ
muddy
くばって
water.
あさり回
Yo,
る
she
のよ。
is sick in the fucking head, man.
ああ、それも実に素敵だわ。
Okay, the witch is still in here.
楽しい
楽しいわ。あなたを怯えさせるのはね。
It's fun to scare you.
もう
She's not even
私は
phased.
死ぬわ。
But very soon I will
だか
die.
ら私が死んだ後もどうやってあなたを苦しませ続けるか考えたの。
Old Ava went insane. Scene is so good, dude. She's even more like insane now. Like, that's just wild to me. I feel like she's like going through the same level of psychosis as Kinzo when he was getting super old. But I feel like because Ava is super sly and like cunning deep down inside, it just comes out even more. I want what she's on. Dijon mustard.
そうしたら
Thanks for following,
案外単純なことだったわ。
And then cackle cackle. It was surprisingly simple.
それをあなたに話し
I
たく
called
て
you because I
呼
want
ん
to
だ
tell you
の。
about it. The murders, maybe?
そろそろ中間近いんだけ
I
ど
have midterms coming
手
up.
短にね
Keep it brief, dude. Crazy aura. I'm feeling the aura right now. I decided
すべての財
I will
産
have you
を
inherit all of my
相続する
fortune?
ことに
Okay.
したわ。
へえ
それどころか
And then she stood up her own law firm and then trained Phoenix Wright.
どこまでも財産を増やして
I don't know that I decided that until the very day that I die, I'll increase that which as much as I can. Inflate to massive proportions and have you inherit all of it. What if
それがどういうことか
But then
想像がつくかしら。
if Angie inherits all of the wealth and stuff, does that mean that she inherits all of the turmoil that Ava caused in order to gain that wealth? Right?
わかんないわバカだから
Would the business world still hate Angie? I think so. I think they would probably still hate her just because of they're somewhat blood related.
そうよね。わかんないでしょうね。楽しみにしてなさいよ。本当に楽しいわ
It really is
よ
being rich.。
毎日日本中の妖怪が朝から晩まで遊びに来るわよ。
Okay, monsters from across Japan will come to play.
あんたの私生活はこれからはすべてワイド
Your
ショ
entire
ーと
private
週
life will be
刊
followed
誌
by
が
talk
覗き
shows
見
and
して
weekly
くれるわ。
magazines.
何をしてもしなくてもマ
We
スコミは
criticize
必
me no
ず
matter what I
私
do
を
or
批
don't
判
do.
する。
Welcome to Cristiano Ronaldo's life.
施せばブルジョワだと叩かれ、渋れば主
If I
戦度
donate,
だと
they'll tag me
罵
as a
られる。
bourgeois, and if I begrudge them that money, I'll be abused as a miser. Yep,
本当に素敵な毎日よ。
it really is wonderful, you
そ
see.
んな日々に若くて先の長いあなたをぜひ
I would love to
招
invite
待
you
し
to
て
that
あ
kind of
げ
life
よ
when
う
you're
と
so young
思
and
い
have
つ
so
い
much
た
ahead
の。
of you. Yikes.
本当に素敵でしょ。
Yikes.
あんたのしてきたことに対する世間の正当な評価で
Dude,
しょ
she is not getting baited at all. The public is right in its criticism of all that you've done. Yup. Cackle, cackle, cackle.
そうね。
What was that one
そうでし
Gogeta
ょう
line?
ね。
Your own bad energy will be your own undoing.
いいわ。好きなだけ
Go ahead and
私を
insult me as much as you want.
罵るといいわ。そしてその評価をあ
You
な
will
た
be
が
burdened
背
with
負う
that
のよ。
criticism.
製品が善人、金持ちは死ねというのが
Japanese
日
culture
本
says
の
that good
文
people
化。
live in honorable poverty while the wealthy should die. I don't know anything about this.
あんたはやがて何をしてもしなくても日本中から妬みと恨みの象徴に
No
祭
matter
り
what
上
you
げ
do
ら
or
れて
do
い
not
く
do, you will eventually be held up as a symbol of envy and hate from across Japan. So is this kind of like how in like My Hero where like All Might is a symbol of like hope? But she'll be the opposite of that?
そんな生活の中で生きていく
Wonder how
あ
twisted your
な
life
た
would
の
become.
これ
Or
か
like
ら
kind
の
of like
人
Code
生
Geass
は
where like Zero
どん
became the
なに
ultimate
も
villain
いび
where
つ
like
なもの
everyone
な
grouped
のか
together
しらね
in order to have this one bonding moment to hate one specific person in order to have world peace kind of. Yeah, maybe? I wonder how twisted your life will become after living this way.
あんたの味方は
He did
誰
not
も
say
いな
that.
い
He did not say that. You have no
あんた
allies.
の悩みなど誰も聞かない
No one will listen to your
あな
worries.
たを罵ることは
Insulting you will become a
公
public
然と
sport.
したスポーツになるそしてそれを
What if
誰も止めない
Nanjo's daughter came into play here? Didn't Nanjo have a daughter? Like if I'm Angie here, I'm seeking asylum in like Canada or some shit. In Canada? Maybe. Go to your rage vet. What could use that money to pay for Eric's rent? Hell yeah! And gambling. And E6 is in Honkai Star Rail.
ああ本当に楽しみよ
Looking forward to it?
あん
Okay.
たはどんな人生を送ってどう終えるのかしら 世界中の誰も信用できず誰も愛せず誰とも語り合えない人生をたっぷり満喫
She's
し
trying
な
to curse
さ
her
い
so bad, but I feel like
その苦労話を持って地獄へ落ちてくる
waiting for you to
の
come falling down, bringing that story up of
私は
hardship
の
with you.
と待って
Ava beefing with a child her entire life, bro. Yeah, die, bitch. Die, bitch. Yup, hairball. Her insane laughter turned into a painful cough. Without changing her expression in the slightest, looking completely unconcerned, Angie stared at the only survivor of Rokenjima. Perhaps because he found the violent... Wait, what? Perhaps because he found the violent coughing odd, the guard flew in as he gave a short knock on the door. Angie glanced at him, wordlessly showing that she hadn't moved a step from where she had been. Angie was prepared for some kind of trap to frame her in Ava's death. However, there was fortunately a needless anxiety. As the guard rubbed Ava's back, he poured hot water from a thermos into a mug. As he did, Ava kept coughing, looking like she was in pain. Angie thought that this was probably the final form of the Witch of Rokenjima, and the last she would be able to see. Eventually, Ava was able to moisten her throat and regain her normal breathing. However, the glittering madness inside her eyes hadn't subsided in the slightest. Can we see, like, a character? Character CG, perhaps? Is that possible? Like, imagine it, like, pops up and, like, she looks just like
あ
Kumasawa.
の呪われた莫大な黄金と後ろ
That
宮
cursed
家同
massive
士の
gold
家
in the
督
inheritance of the Shiromiya headship.
そして黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェの名を
As well as the
今
name
こ
of the
そ
golden
あ
witch
なたに
Beatrice
譲
are now
るわ
yours. Golden witch Beatrice are now yours.
魔女の名にふさわしい狂って歪んだ生涯を楽しみなさい
Cursed mass of gold, inheritance of headship, and the name of the golden witch Beatrice to Angie. I feel like that could be a clue into solving in who really is Beatrice here. I don't care about
それより
those.
教えて
What happened on that island,
あの
maybe?
日
Okay.
六軒島で何があったの事故があったなんて私は信じない
I don't believe that there's an
あ
accident.
の日に何があった
You
のか
see? An
父さんと
accident!
母さんと兄さんが
If
ど
I'm
う
not
して死ん
mistaken,
だの
is
か
this one of the
本
universes
当
with
のことを教え
Higurashi?
て
From what I'm understanding, yeah, it seems like it's in the same universe as Higurashi, Kafka. I don't believe that there's an accident. Tell me the truth about what happened that day and why mom, dad, and Nissan died. I feel like I feel like the accident that happened with the original Shirmiya family, if we go back to our notes here, hold on, to episode 1, where is this lore here? Day 1, oh fuck bro, this is gonna be difficult to find. Not drama, maybe information. Character info maybe, perhaps? It was past, fuck, information. Fuck, where is it? Oshiramiya family. I can't even find it right now, fuck. But I feel like the original accident that happened when the whole family died and then Kinzo had to take the headship, I feel like that wasn't an accident. I feel like, fuck bro, hold on. This is gonna bother me if I don't search this up here. Shiramiya family. Lore of the Shiramiya family here. OG family were very wealthy people, had hella spinning mills. The Great Kanto earthquake. I feel like this didn't really happen here. I feel like this earthquake is just a farce, and maybe the original killing game happened here, maybe. But I really need to know why, though. What's the motive and why? Whatever. Playing UMINEKO in 2026? Am I seeing peak right now? Yeah, I think so, maybe, hopefully. That must be the very best of Harassy. I'm on question mark episode 3, by the way. What happened on that day? What happened on this very day in 1986? Yikes. Ay, ay, ay. Fucking asshole, man.
呪われた黄金は残す。でもね、あんたが望む
I'll take the
真
truth
相
you
は
desire with me
私
to
が地
hell.
獄まで持っていくわ。それがあんたにでき
That's
る
the best
一
way I can
番の
harass you?
嫌がらせ。悔しい。聞きたければ地獄まで行ってあんたの家族に聞いてみる
Try going to hell and
とい
asking
い。
your family
な
there.
ら今すぐ死なないと
You're
ね。
gonna die right now.
今すぐへそでも噛んで
But how
死んじゃえば
does Ava break into the fucking Shiramiya family tea party thing at the end of episode 3? How did she do that? She has to have went to the fucking island in the future, and she's probably investigating it, right? Perhaps? That's the only way. I'm really thinking. Why don't you just give up and die now and forever? That's her go-to line here. That's her go-to line. That laugh continued until she started coughing again. And that cough did not subside until she started moaning and going into convulsions. Alright. Shut up. October 4th, 1986. On Rokinjima, the Shiramiya family's customary and final family conference was held. And on the next day, October 5th, an extremely unfortunate accident occurred and the Shiramiya family was wiped out. As good luck would have it, Shiramiya Eva escaped from that and succeeded almost all of the Shiramiya family's fortune. However, due to the many turbulent rumors surrounding the Shiramiya family, the way Eva acted afterwards, and her unnatural action at the time of the unfortunate accident, there was public controversy over whether this might have been a plot to get all the inheritance for herself. Under pressure from the public, prosecutors attempted numerous investigations, and the media began tracing the outline of the murder plot under the name of Rokinjima Gate. Wow! But in the end, they were not able to find sufficient proof that this unfortunate accident was a crime. However, because the media continued to give the impression that Rokinjima Gate was a murder plot by Eva, public opinion began to believe that she was a true culprit. Holy fuck, man. Crazy, crazy lore. In the future, the media and public believe in Rokinjima Gate and think that Ava was a true culprit. However, there was no evidence that can be used against her. Crazy lore? Favorite parts? Agreed? Of course, all that is easily condemnable, overbearing financial activity which she had carried out using that vast wealth. Left a bad impression that only made matters worse. Every time she did something and the rumors started spreading, the talk shows would bring back Rokenjima Gate, blaming the justice system by saying that she was a true culprit, and that the only reason that she hadn't been arrested was that because even the police had been bribed. You think Oishi tried investigating this, perhaps? Imagine? And the impression that she was an evil criminal grew stronger and stronger. Her heart eventually degenerated, and ironically, it began to transfigure her into the kind of human that the public expected. By now, Ava had no one she trusted and no family. Her beloved husband, Hideyoshi, was already no more, and the talk shows would occasionally mention his company, saying that it was run recklessly, while criticizing and disgracing its former accomplishments. Even her beloved son, George, was dramatized as a stereotypical rich, lazy son that the public expected. Damn! And no one even attempted to find out what a simple and honest character he had possessed. And as to how much all this hurt Ava and ran her to ruin, no one was interested. The public was only interested in the idea of an evil woman who had gone so far as to kill her whole family to become a multi-millionaire, and in what kind of pitiful final years she would lead. So she changed more and more, and until eventually she became the very thing that they have spoken. Yeah, Ava's personality was transfigured to the point that she was treated as a lunatic. It was said that she sometimes remembered that this was exactly the same when her father Kinzo, who she had once admired, had been in his later years, and laughed at herself with scorn. And on the day of the final family conference, because Oshimiya Rudolph's daughter Angie had been sick and had stayed with her mother's family, she had not participated. At the age of 6, she lost her family and gained Ava as her guardian. Since Angie had become Ava's only blood relative, Ava took very good care of her. She had imposing guards always surrounding Angie's person to prevent her from coming to harm. Angie even had her right to play with friends and come home from school together and enjoy the sessions together. Stolen. Damn. So that she can live a full and pleasant school life. So that's why she's so stoic right now. Ava sent Angie to an elegant boarding school which took care of her every need, completely isolating her from the very world. Thanks for following, Icicle. Or Icy. She didn't even know the popular songs that girls her age might hum. She was never once given a chance to enjoy window shopping with her friends or stuff her mouth with crepes, much less an encounter with a member of the opposite sex to make her heart throb. Damn. Angie did not have a single friend. If anyone carelessly acted friendly with Angie, they would be scolded by the guards or else the teachers. That sucks! All of them were strictly ordered not to let the peasants approach the daughter of the esteemed Oshimiya family. During that time, the talk shows were always talking about Oshimiya Ava, and always spreading rumors about her many financial evil deeds. Those who found out that she was her daughter naturally began to keep their distance. Even now, she was called a witch at school, and anytime something adverse happened, it was baselessly whispered as truth that the school was operating according to her wishes, and that she had something to do with it. The environment makes the person. By now, she had a heart as hardened as those around her feared. She trusted no one and didn't even try. She loved no one and didn't even try. And on top of all of this, when Ava caught an incurable illness, it was whispered that this too had been planned, and this time, Angie was set up as the mastermind. That's crazy! Everyone whispered that the daughter of a witch was a witch. Even the talk shows and the weekly magazines whispered that. So Angie too, because of that, no, as though it might as well be true, accepted it. Therefore, since she'd already believed that she was a witch, when she heard that the name of the Golden Witch was being turned over to her, she felt nothing if not completely unfazed. However, she was at least sure of one thing. This title of witch that she had inherited would definitely never be inherited by anyone else. She would be the last head of the Shumeya family and the last isolated Golden Witch. Alright? Now what? What's next? Oh shit, what is this? Angie could be seen on the roof of a skyscraper. Was this seen in the anime? Compared to the winds of the world which had been beaten down upon her until now, this strong cold wind was warm and pleasant. Below her lay a beautiful nighttime scene in a dazzling river of red and white lights. But we see like purple though. It was a clear sky tonight, so there really should have been countless stars stretching out over the sky. However, the light from the ground was so bright you couldn't see them at all. Yeah, I'm seeing purple also here. Angie couldn't help but think that what she really saw laying somewhere in that unseen starlight. The world of reality below her looked so far from here. This place felt to her as the closest to the world she should really be in. Symbolism that she's looking down on the earth because of her status in the world, right? Gotta be symbolism, right? She's literally looking down on the earth. Or on the world here. There was only one thing that Angie cursed. Why had I not been able to go to that family conference on that day 12 years ago? If I had gone, I would have probably been able to be with my family forever. Recently, I've been having a dream about my family over and over again. See, these stars are just shining for me? Is that a song? Myself of 12 years ago calls out frantically, urging them to not go to the family conference. Damn! Okay, so that's her inner child here, still wishing them to not go out. But both mom and dad are too far away and my hand won't reach them. La La Land. Dude, La La Land, bro. That ending. Oh, God. So bittersweet ending. I reached out for my hand of Butler Nissan, who really always loved me, for the hand that would always pat my head. But even though it looks so close to reaching, even though that falls short, for some reason I started having that dream over and over again. Whenever I have that dream, I repeat my useless effort inside the dream, trying to stretch out my hand even more forcefully. So maybe that whole scene of her breaking through the glass, maybe it's her dreaming? If only Butler Nissan at least could have lived. Now perhaps at least the two of us could have supported each other through life in this cold and lonely reality. And his hand never reaches me. So even if I climb to the roof of a building as tall as this one, I am distantly separated from all of them. A mysterious girl appears in my dreams and urges me. Oh, thank you for following. ep4part1. I don't know how to say your name, but thank you so much. I appreciate that. That girl in my dreams urges me to rap about the truth of what happened 12 years ago. Is it, hold on. Is it the girl as in her, it could be either her inner child, Beatrice, or Lady Bernie, because I remember that Lady Bernie said that she summoned Angie. She's using Angie as a piece, so maybe it could be either Angie, inner child Angie, or Beatrice herself. Let's see. Is this still episode 3? Yeah, this is episode 3 epilogue question mark. If I could learn what happened to Dad and everyone else on that day, would they come back? At least one of them. I don't think that they're alive. I really do believe that everyone is dead here. Unless someone faked their death, but I don't think they faked their death here. So, I'm really thinking that all 17 people died here, and Ava is the only one that lived. At least in this timeline. But in episode 2 and 1, Ava was the one that died. But how do you explain all that, though? In episode 1 and 2, if they all died, how would Angie be affected? How would the media and press handle this? What would they say then? Weird. Things to think about here. There's no way that anyone existed who could answer those words. I understand. In this world, I have no family, no friends, no one. So, let's go. Let's go home. To where my family is. Okay, so she's gonna go to the island there? Yes, a lot of food for thought. Cause I've just been thinking here, how does all these timelines help us conclude to the final conclusion? How does 1, 2, and 3 correlate? Cause I feel like episode 3 so far has been the biggest timeline where like we've been given like a lot of information and also a lot of clues in order to like solve the mystery. But episode 1 and 2 though, still confusing. The scenery below her eyes were distant, beautiful, and so fantastical that it did not give rise to the slightest bit of fear. If I face down, I'll surely be taken to the world below. Nah, bro, don't jump! Don't jump! Oh shit, is that Tsukihime? So I faced up. Because I wanted to be taken out to the world above. The world where my family was. Who cares about vast wealth? Who cares about cursed gold? Who cares about the golden witch Beatrice? What I really want isn't something that even amount of gold will help me obtain. What I need for that is just a small amount of courage to take a single step forward. Rudolph in heaven? I think so, maybe. Just then, I definitely heard a voice. I knew that voice. That voice had always called to me in my dreams. Who was it? Oh, okay, it is Bernie. Angie ore farming? She is. Before my eyes, in other words, in midair above that jet black nighttime scenery, there was the figure of that girl I'd seen in my dreams. Rudolph is not going to heaven? Alright, bro, so who's going to heaven and hell then? I think Nanjo's going to heaven. Kumasab's going to heaven. Goda's going to hell. Genji's going to hell. Shannon and Cannon maybe to hell, or maybe stuck in purgatory actually, because we saw them in the tea party. Battler heaven, Jessica heaven, George hell, Rudolph heaven, TDA heaven, Hideyoshi heaven, Ava hell, Kraus hell, Natsui heaven, Kinzo hell. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
あなたの助けが必要なの。
Your assistance is needed.
私の助け？誰が？あなたの家族
Your family needs
あ
it.
なたの家族。永遠に12年前の今日から明日
Your
に
family is
閉じ込め
internally
られている
imprisoned in the 2-day span that began on this day 12 years ago.
それを救えば
So they're stuck in a
私の
time
家族
loop?
が帰ってくるの？
So if I save them, does that mean my family will come back? Maria probably stuck in a purgatory also. When I asked the question I most wanted to ask, the girl cruelly stopped talking about it now. Wait! So if they're stuck in a time... Ooh, okay. What if that typhoon is causing the time loop here? Maybe.
それは約束でき
I
ない。
cannot promise that.
敵は黄金の
The
魔女
enemy
ベア
is
ト
the
リーチ
golden witch
強
Beatrice.
大な相手よ。
Mighty
私
opponent.
には太刀
What do you
打ち
think of
でき
it?
ない。
Umineko has been sensational so far. I cannot compete with her. But another golden witch might be able to manage something
なんとかなるかもしれない
because she inherited the golden witch title, right?
何の話か分から
So
ない。
Ava got the golden witch title because she solved the epitaph, but Angie got the golden witch title, right? Because she was forced to inherit it. How does this connect? How does this connect here?
1986年のベアト
The
リ
only one
ー
who
チ
can
に
impose
太
the
刀打ちできる
Beatrice of 1986
1998
is the
年
final Beatrice of
最後の
1999. Yo, this is dead ass like Gojo versus Sukuna.
つまりあなたよ
Yo, this is crazy. The strongest Beatrice of today versus the strongest. Oh my god, that's insane. That's insane.
エンジェ・ベアトリーチ
Angie Beatrice. Okay.
12年前の魔女が
Alright, hold
私の
on.
家族を奪った
Let's
の
go back to the question mark me. Alright. Bernie says that Angie is the final Beatrice and is the only one that can face the Beatrice from the past. Angie Beatrice is real. That's ridiculous. What up? Injunu, just fuck you? I don't know how to say that name.
そうあなたの敵
So will we get a portrait of Angie Beatrice then? Is that possible? She's responsible for what happened to her
あなたは
family.
常に
The source that always leads to your future of isolation. Hold on, wait a second here. So is Angie able to break the fate of her unwanted isolation and loneliness? Is that what they're trying to say? Because in episode 2 and 3, lots of themes of trying to break your fate and trying to change your future here. So I'm thinking maybe. Are you gonna upload a video of your theory after episode 4? Yes. Before the answer arcs, I will do a video theory on what I think is gonna happen and what I think of the epitaph really is here. So yes, I will do that.
私の家族の
My family's killer.
見返りにあなたの望
And
む
Umi won after that?
最も理想的な世界
Hey, Umi 1 is almost done, I promise.
かけらを探してあげる
UMINEKO episode 1 video is almost done. It's almost done, it's getting there. I will search for the fragment with the ideal world that you wish for, and the world where your family comes home. Just like the one in Higurashi.
でも必ず希望が叶うと約束はできない
Here we go.
1986年のベ
The
アトリ
game
ー
board
チ
of
ェ
the
のゲーム
1986 Beatrice is
あまり
quite
にも完
perfect.
璧今日の手土産にその理想のかけ
I
らを
plan
持
on
参
bringing
し
you
よ
the
うとしたんだけれ
ideal
ど
fragment as presented today, but I still can't find it. Come on.
かなりの強固な運
It's a
命
very firm
ラ
fate.
ムダデルタと戦った時以
I haven't
来
seen the likes of it since I fought with Lamb Devil Delta. But if she was able to do this in a Higurashi, then she's able to do it for Angie. Hey, Nora.
何を言ってるのかわからないあなたに復讐
I'm
のチ
giving you
ャ
a
ンス
chance for revenge.
見返りにあなたが享受できる可能性の中で最も幸せな結末を探して持ってく
Oh,
る復讐
revenge.
徒労になるかもしれない仮に復讐を成し遂げられたとしても家族が帰ってくる絶対の
But
保
at
証は
least
な
that
い
she will know the truth, though. Alright?
奇跡的確率でせいぜい一人を連れ戻せるか
You
どう
may be
か
able to bring one person back? What? Alright, hold on. Okay, so Bernie is giving Angie a chance to change her fate by going onto the island and fight against 1986 Beatrice. Bring back George. That is the worst ending, bro. Worst fucking ending, that guy. Hold on. Alright. 1986 Beatrice. There is a possibility where she can bring back one person. If there's any one person, it would be either Battler. It would be Battler or maybe Maria? Because how do you explain the fucking written note here? How do you explain the episode 1 random written note, bottle note that was found by a fisherman? So I'm thinking it's either Battler or Maria that she's able to save. Angie now understood the meaning of that dream. That dream where it seemed that with just a little bit more, her hand might be able to at least reach Battler Nissan.
奇跡的な確率でも
And miraculous probability still higher than 0, which was the main theme of episode 1. The whole
1%
idea
くらい
of just belief. Believing in miracles, no matter how improbable it is, even if it's less than 1%.
あらゆる可能性の数値を
All probability balance are
結果
powerless
のな
before
い
the
無
result.
力
Because we've seen Cannon try it. That motherfucker Cannon tried to do that damn miracle 3 times! 3 times, mind you, and failed all 3 aura gambles. But I feel like Angie, she's built different, so she might be able to succeed in her own aura gamble here. So
だからその数字を
I cannot tell you that number.
私には語ることができんでも
But
私
unlike
が
if I
何
don't do
もしな
anything
いよ
else,
り
it
は
definitely is a small
絶
possibility.
対
See? Exactly. From the very start, though, she already has a small glimmer of hope, which is
あ
needed.
なたが希望を捨てないか
As long as you do not throw your hope
た
away.
だし覚悟して
But prepare yourself.
それは
It
限
is
りなく
extremely
全
close to
部
0. Yo, is this not a cool Discord banner, though? Come on. Is this not tough? Or what? Alright. Sorry, LARPing.
いいわ
Oh, even better Discord banner. Come on. Is that not tough or what?
乗るわその話
She's in.
いいのね多分もう二
You'll
度とここ
probably
へ
never be
は
able to
帰
come
って
back
これ
here
ないわ
again.
ここは
This
私
is
のいる
not
べ
the
き世
world
界
where
じゃ
I
ないわ
belong.
そして私のいるべき
As
世
for the
界は
world where I belong, I'll
私は
find
自
it
分で探す
myself.
あなたの名前を聞かせて
There's one way better? Alright, let's see. Tell me
奇
your
跡
name.
の魔女ベルンカス
Ooh, the Witch of Miracles? Wait, her name changed here. Wait, her name changed. She's known as a Lady Witch. Has the power to manifest without fail. Okay. Okay. So, okay. The Witch of Miracles. Berncastel. Reveals her title to Ange. Angie. See anything tougher background? Alright, thank you.
そして我が
Can we
名を
read what the fuck is that? What is that? By that name.
黄金の魔女
I acknowledge you as the
Angie
Golden
Beatrice
Witch,
だと認める。
Angie Beatrice. Alright, let's see this right now, actually. Let's go ahead and see this. Hold on. Oops, wrong one. It should be like an updated character profile, right? Okay, Angie Beatrice. It's the same exact outfit, though. She doesn't have a new outfit. The final witch born in 1998, named by Ava as her successor and accepted by Bernkenstow as her guardian. Okay! So Beatrice, she was accepted by Lamb Double Delta. I'm also noticing that Lamb Double Delta here is also missing. Oh wait! Her thingy changed. Hold on. So hold on. She is starting from zero as a witch, but as her body is located 12 years in the future, she possesses ultimate magic resistance that prevents her from being targeted by any of Beatrice's magic. Additionally, completely converts to her older brother's magic resistance. She has a natural talent for attacks against magic types. Her potential in both attack and defense is at highest level, but the distance is still great. Wait, that's fucking insane. So she's strong as hell. Okay, hold on. Ange. Or Shiromiya. Alright, I'm gonna say daughter of Rudolph and Kyrie. Half sibling of Battler. Ava announced her as the successor of the Golden Witch title. And Bernie was the guardian that allowed it to happen. Her potential in magic attack and defense is the highest level. Oh, thanks for following, Rank Retreat. I appreciate that. That's insane, man. Wow. She's starting from zero. Meet my OC, Ange Oshiromiya. Okay. The Witch of Miracles who has lived for 1,000 years. Her vast power is capable of creating all kinds of miracles, but her heart has been broken a bit as a result. Back when she was human, Lamb Double Delta once imprisoned her with a cruel fate, toying her with her the whole time. It seems like she's unable to abandon others who are caught within a similar fate. In theory, she holds the strongest power of any witch, but in practice, that is no more realistic than saying that a piece of paper can reach the moon if you fold it 100 times. And fold it 100 times she did. I remember because in Higurashi chapter 6, it was said on the 100th timeline or like whatever, right? It was finally the one where she didn't die, right? From what I remember correctly. Something like that.
今こそ
Send the title Harper? Alright, thanks, Inora. As of now, you are a true witch. The instant she proclaimed that I was a witch, I felt dizzy as though something inside of me had changed drastically. New outfit, maybe? Just then, I heard a slam. There's a sound of the door connecting the staircase to the roof being opened. Oh! Guards? In the name? Onto the cage. Whoa! They saw that I was on the other side of the fence and dashed forward, horrified? 20 target found? Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Ange, we're looking for you. Is Danger's there, so quickly come this way?
何
What's that?
あれファンクラブよ
My fan club?
結構
She's got fucking targets?
捕まる必要はない
No point in getting caught?
行きましょう
Let's go. Oh, face cam? My fault. Oh shit! Oh shit! Very nice. Very nice song. Okay, so she was getting chased down by Ava's? Wait, she was getting chased? She was getting chased by Ava's bodyguards on the rooftop? What? That's insane. Tier list? Alright, yeah, I'll probably do a tier list here. Let's do a super quick tier list and then we'll be on chapter 4. Damn, that was really good. I kinda hated how to auto scroll. Yeah, I was really taken I was taken off guard with that auto scroll kind of thing, but I guess it's supposed to show the urgency of the matter, perhaps. That's what I'm thinking. This song's really good, though. This song is really good. I think episode 3, though, is definitely my favorite, though. Out of episode 1 and 2, combining with the tea parties and the question marks, I think episode 3 was my favorite. I do think the episode 2 tea party, though, was a little bit better. If I remember correctly, I think tea party episode 2 was just a little bit better in my opinion. But the question marks of episode 3 was really cool. UMINEKO. Hell yeah. Now what? Chapter 4 start? Oh shit. It was hype, but Bella had some really questionable lines. Don't remind me, man. Don't remind me of that. Here we go. Looking annoyed, Brinka still turned on her heels? She got heelys? In the jet black sky. Watching that perfectly casual gesture, I followed her as though it was completely normal. Don't be hasty, look out.
ああ、ダメね。全然ダメ。
Oh, okay. Yo, I should take a shot from this. Anytime they say this goddamn line, I would take a shot of alcohol, maybe. Or like a sip or
じゃあ
something.
またね。See you
Time to go.
again.
See you again?
迎えにはリムジンをよこしてちょうだい。
Please send a limo to get
み
me.
んなも一緒だから。
Because everyone else would be with me too? Come on, that's crazy aura. Come on. Come on.
じゃあね。
Send a limo because everyone else will be with me too. Oh shit! She jumped off the roof. Now what? 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 Wait, what? So she jumped off the roof and jumps off the roof? Oh shit! Okay, so now we're on this title screen. Okay, cool. Very cool. Hold on. What happens if we... Hold on. Can we kill? Is that possible? No, you can't kill her. You cannot kill Ange. Oh, she's the only one. Okay. What happens if I try to kill this one? Oh, you can't kill. Never mind. Weird. Very weird. You can't kill them. What happens if I kill Ava again? Wait, I can't kill Ava? So I can't kill Ava. I can't kill Angie. Alright, it's the same title here. She survived, but I was thinking maybe if you were able to like kill them, I wanted to see if there was like anything like updated, you know? Like a secret Easter egg, perhaps. Alright. Tips, episode 3. Regarding the succession of the witch. Let's read this first here. In the noble families of witches, family secrets are often inherited by a single child to prevent the unchecked propagation of hidden arts and the decline of quality. It is the same with endless witches, where the greatest hidden art goes to a single child, and the predecessor retires after passing it on, protecting even more strongly against the spread of the hidden art. Custom dictates that a witch from another sect must make a recommendation for the succession. Ava's reference was Lamb Double Delta. Angie's reference was Brunkestel. It is unknown who recommended Beato. But wait! Okay, so Lamb Double Delta is a Beatrice's guardian. But what if it was Virgie that recommended Beato? Maybe, right? If it had to be someone, I'm thinking it was Virgie. Kill thing only works if they die? Okay. Makes sense. One of the pieces of sniping equipment belonging to the Chiesa sisters. Hold on! The episode 3 question mark mentioned about Ava and snipers. Maybe that could be a potential hint and link to the Chiesa sisters' golden bow here. Maybe, perhaps. But there's only 18 people on that island, though. If there's only 18 people on that island, then how the fuck does Ange... Oh, dude, my fucking head hurts, man. I don't know. Alright, let's reach episode 4 here. Good morning. I could never have imagined that you would have not surrendered by now. At this point, even I must expect great things from you. The game is played not only on the board, perhaps this time you should take a small peek beyond its borders. As they say, if you know your enemy, you need not light 100 battles. I'm pretty sure we already read it before, right? Did we? It looked familiar? I don't know. As they say, if you know your enemy, you need not fight 100 battles. There it is. The difficulty level depends on you. Now you have chosen battle up. Until now will influence the difficulty. Okay. I'm gonna launch this up and then I'm gonna do a super quick character tier list here. Very quickly after this. Dude, that's so ominous. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. Please do not be George or Shannon together, please. For the last 2 fucking episodes. First day, October 4th, 1986. Oh, fuck! Man! Yo, back up! Okay, so now we're on an airplane now. This is them flying, right? Hello? You alright, Battler-kun? Okay, thank goodness. So we skipped all that airport talk here now. Alright, let's go to our tier list real quick. Just give me a second. Just give me 1 second here. Hideyoshi, how I missed you? Okay. Where is this? Where is this thingy at? Is it in the... Where is this? American Reincarnation Love Alliance. America was suspected another word. I'm not reading all of that. What is this? Dude, that's horrible, man. That is a horrible title. Is it right here? Okay, episode 3. Tier list maker. Alright, Battler S tier. Beatrice. You know what? S tier. She had me fooled. Bernie didn't have much screen time, but I like her character. I might leave her on to B. The damn sisters, though, I'm not gonna lie, they can all go to C tier. I feel like they didn't really do much, except for Lucifer, though, B tier, because she was hot ass, but she had some more screen time. Goats D. Hideyoshi. You know what, Hideyoshi? You moved up a bit, B, just because you were a nice person to Ava, and you were very supportive here. Lucy is a baddie, yeah, but also, like, she had a lot more screen time. Canon! What did Canon really do? I'm going Canon C tier here. Jessie, same thing! What the fuck did she really... George D, Sarge, Jesse's sisters, really cool A. Ava Beatrice S. Normal Ava. I think normal Ava... She was mainly sick and whatnot, right? She was mainly sick. But I feel like that was all a front because at the end she actually killed Battler. So I'm gonna go A, but I really did enjoy Ava Beatrice a lot more. Genji didn't really do much. Keeps dick riding. C. You know what? Genji D for dick riding. Goda. What did Goda really do in this episode either? D. Here, C. Oh my god. Kraus had that one moment of self-awareness. He can be C tier. Kumasawa. She had that one aura moment with the Verge. I'ma put her to B tier. Kiria was really good. I'ma put her S tier actually. Lamb Double Delta. She was cool into making glam. Ava Beatrice. I'll put her A actually. I'll put her A. Maria didn't really do much either. If I'm remembering correctly. I feel like Mario took like a crazy backseat compared to this episode. Yeah? I'm gonna say C, bro. Nanjo didn't really do much. D. Natsuhi. D. Too much glazing. Renove. A, really cool. Rosa, I'm gonna put into B because she was trying to fight back at Ava. I did like that. I don't know if she beat Maria though. Did she beat Maria in this episode? She definitely slapped her head at least once, but I don't think she like fully beat Maria. Rudolph. I feel like Kirie had way more screen time than a Rudolph here, right? I'm just ranking it based off just pure entertainment value. Actually, no. Rudolph had the Sucker Mary Barreler, so I'm gonna put on B tier. Shannon came back to life and then helped out George. That was kind of cool, but also kind of weird. And then she had that one moment at the beginning. Verge fucking tricked us. A. And Ange, a little bit biased here, but her entrance here. I'm gonna say S here. I'm gonna say S or A. I'm gonna say A. She wasn't really showing up that much, but maybe after this episode, she'll be S tier. But she didn't really have much screen time, but from what I've seen, she's really cool though. I feel like A for Ange, yeah? That's not bad at all. Sucker Mirabelle's get some points, yeah. Ages tier list again? How? No, it's not, bro. No, it's not. Alright. Look, come on. Hideyoshi Kumasawa's in V, bro. That's fair. It's really early for Ange. I really do like Ange's character so far, though, but I feel like she can't be S because she really doesn't have much play into the actual story, though. All of these sisters, though, they're kind of just like supporting side characters. The only one that had real screen time was Lucifer. Bernie didn't really have much screen time at all. She was the only one that brought Angie. I feel like Lambie had more of an influence in this episode more than Bernie, so she goes into A. When they showed up and killed off a bunch of people, that was peak. Ava faking it, that was really awesome. Renault was really cool. Virgie was really cool. Rudolph got me with the Sucker Mary Barrelers. Yeah, you know what? I feel like this is fair. Goat does nothing. Pedophile. Dick Rider. Butt chin. Old and fat. Dick Rider. Alright, yeah. That's good, I think. Alright. Anyways. Let's start. Oops. What happened? You're already on the ground, you know you can't fall any further than that. I swear Goda got bumped up over the past few streams. I feel like Goda was bumped up in episode 2 though. Was he not? Damn, he's still in D? This is episode 2, right? Only posted episode 1? I took a screenshot of episode 2 though. I don't remember where it was. Or maybe I just gotta go back to the VOD or something. I don't know. Oh well. In the lobby of the Nijima airport, Mario dashed around in excitement. Battler's uproar on the plane must have been very funny to her. Don't take it badly.
情けねえ男だなお前は。でけえ図体して相変わらず乗り物はダメなのかよ。うるへえ。人間誰しも苦手なもんの一つや二つあるもんだぜ。
I can't believe that he's the same voice actor as Erwin Smith and Dio, man. That's so insane to me.
バトラ君、今度おばさんと一緒に海外旅行に行きま
I
し
don't
ょうよ。
fucking trust you, Ava. You're weird.
ヨーロッパとか行かない？
Europe?
半日も飛行機に乗ってればきっと克
I'm
服
sure
で
you
きる
conquered
わ
your fears
よ。
after the half-day plane trip.
母さんもよしなよ。バトラ君の乗り物嫌いは
I'm
き
sure
っと遺伝だ
Battletoads
よ。
dislike for vehicles is inherited.
ああ、アスムさんの？
Asumu?
あいつどういうわ
Okay,
けか乗り物
us
系がダメ
knowing
でな。
what we know about Asumu and Akirie's envy, that comment is crazy. I feel like that's low-key, maybe there's some sort of like passive aggressiveness there, maybe perhaps.
自転車
I'm
と
just
車
reading
以
too
外
much
は
into it.
ほぼダメだったぜ。
Pretty much anything other than a bicycle or a car.
どこか遠出しようとすると
Remember we
Are
tried
wa
to make a
dame
trip
da, kore
somewhere
wa
far
dame
away.
da.
That one was so annoying with the no, not this, no, not that. Damn, you're talking shit on your fucking dead wife? That's
怖い
crazy.
怖い。落ちる落ちる。ギャーギャーと。うるせえ女だったさ。
子供は親が苦手がるものを危険だと学ぶものです。きっとバトラ君はアスムさんのそういうところを見て、乗り物は怖いものだと覚えてしまったんでしょうね。
Okay.
アスムさんの遺伝子ってわけかしら。
さあな。だとしたら迷惑な遺伝子だな。アスムの話はよせ。
Stop talking about sumo?
今
Okay.
ここにいるのはお前だ。
Sensitive topic here. Right now, the one who's here is
そう
you? Alright.
そうね。ごめんなさい。
See? Keeps bringing up Asumu here. Living in her head rent free. Poor Kirie, man.
ハイヤーが来たで。
Hey, the cars are
ちょう
here.
ど3台や。
Exactly 3 of
乗る
them?
で乗るで。
If Angie is in one of these cars, that would be insane.
落ちる落ちるパラシュートどこパラシュートどこ
Aw. Where's Jessie at?
こんにゃら
You little rapscallion?
待て待て待ち上がれ。くすぐりの刑に処してやる。
Okay.
元気でいいわ。バトラ君とマリアちゃんがいてくれなかったら
Better than a March
機
on
内の
Mark
空
there.
気は
I'm
さ
straight
ぞ
up
や
would
硬
have
か
been
った
very
でしょう
stiff.
ね。
ありがとうよ。言葉通りの意味で受け取っとく
He
ぜ。
has face value.
ほらガキどもタクシー来てるぞ。お遊びは後にしろい。
Maybe Angie's still at home. Is this a brand new CG? Brand new, right? I don't think we've ever seen this. Background.
タクシータクシーマリア一番乗
First one in.
こらマリアもバトラ君ももう人にぶつかるわよ。
The tone of Auntie Rosa's voice became a little frightened. Valor 2 had started to think that perhaps he really was fooling around too much when, just as expected, he bumped into someone? Who was it? Who was it?
すもさん。
バトラ君たちはあっちの車だよ。
Valor and your family's going in the car over there?
待たせちゃってるよ。
Who did he bump into? Rushed on by George, Beller made an apologetic gesture to the person he had bumped into and ran up to his parents, who were telling him to come quickly. Who was it? With clunking sounds, the doors on the 3 taxis were shut one after another, and then they departed, heading for the arbor. Who the fuck did he bump into? Oh, here it is. As their taxis dashed away, the entire world grew suddenly dull and slowed to a halt. Huh? Voices, the wind, and even sound. Absolutely everything ceased, and as if they had been frozen the instant a photo was taken, everything moving or about to move stopped. People, machines, clock hands, even the dust dancing in the wind, frozen. People who were in the middle of walking, frozen, with one foot still raised. Scraps of paper dancing in the wind, frozen, pinned in midair. And among these stationary figures in this world that had come to a standstill, a single one moved. What? It was a woman. The very woman that— wait, what? How? How's that possible? Alright, episode 4. Battler bumped into Age from the future? It was the truly slightest of movements. In the future, as they were getting into the taxi. Wait, hold on! But if Battler bumped into her, why didn't they notice the red hair and especially this fucking badge here? I feel like if you bumped into somebody, you would have a good look at them and notice this fucking red arm badge, right? Her gaze dropped, her shoulders lowered a minuscule amount, and she sighed. That was all. In a normal world, that probably wouldn't even count as movement, but in this still world, it looked very out of place. Then something else moved. It was a black cat that had been dozing in the shadows near the taxi rank. It came up right behind the woman, and leisurely changed its form into that of a human. A black cat? Okay. It wasn't a cat. It was a witch. Of course, the woman was also a witch. As the witch stood there, her gaze still downwards, she muttered,
みんなが六軒島へ行くのを
Can't
私
stop
は
them?
止められないのね。
I can't stop her from going to Rokkenjima, but she could probably stop the murders from happening, perhaps.
止められないわ。1986年
On
10
October
月4
4th, you are not here?
私がここにいたならみんなを止めることも不可能ではなかったの。
6歳の女の子がどう立ち
Herbal
回れば
aerobatics.
彼らを引き返させることができるのか。
Maybe you could like cry and whine, perhaps? I
私
don't
には
know.
想像もつかないけれど。
Maybe telling them Mario style that you mustn't go to the island or else you'll die.
そうね。もしこの場にいたなら確率は
Probably
ゼロでは
would
な
have
かっ
been zero.
た。ゼロでない確率ならば
There's a possibility other than
私は奇跡を
zero.
探
I
し
can
出せ
find
る。
a miracle.
私が体調を崩して
If I hadn't
置い
been
ていか
sick,
れなければ
and they hadn't- What if there was a future or like reality where Angie wasn't sick and that she actually came with them? Is that how she's gonna be able to save them? If they find for that one fragment where Angie wasn't sick? With her head facing downwards, the witch tightened her fists. They were trembling very slightly.
あなたが寝込んだのは
You were sick in
1986
bed
年
starting
10
October
月
3rd.
3日
Angie was sick in bed starting in October 3rd, 1986.
そしてベアとのゲーム版は
The
10
Auto's
月
game
4
would
日から
skip
切
of
り取ら
time
れてい
beginning
る。
on October 4th. My favorite character so far is probably Battler. Yeah, probably Battler.
あなたには体調を
Beatrice
崩
is
さ
really
ない可
cool
能性
also.
が与えられてい
Very
る。
close second. We're not given the possibility of not getting sick.
つまり
In other
あなた
words,
は
we're
本来
fundamentally in existence which
絶
never
対に
stepped
ゲーム
onto
場
the
に上がれ
game
ない
board.
存在なのよ。
恩着せがましくてありがとう。
So what if not being a game piece on the game board, she is the one controlling the game piece? Yeah? Maybe?
分かってるわ。こうしてお父さんやお兄ちゃんの元気そうな姿を見られただけでもこれはとても素敵な奇跡なんだって分かってるもの。
Angie had been trying to stand in the way of her family and prevent them from going outside the airport towards Rokkenjima. But that was impossible for Angie, who could not exist there on October 4th, 1986. Just receiving a shoulder bump and words of apology from her older brother. Even though he hadn't known that she was his sister, that was still such a miracle. It could have moved her to tears. Aww. So depraved of human connection. Poor Angie.
嫌味を言ってごめんなさい。私はあなたにもらった奇跡を。
頼もしいわね。
So in the real world, is she really dead? Did she really jump off the roof and just die like that? I don't know how to explain all that.
さ彼らと一緒に六軒島へ。駒たちがもうすぐすべて揃う。
Okay.
第4のゲームが幕を開
The
ける。
current will open on the fourth
ベアと
game.
もバトラももう席についてる頃よ。
Beyonce and Battler will already be seated by now. What if like Angie as well? Yeah, Angie's really cool so far. She's really cool right now.
私のいや
Call
み
the
んなの
limo
運
just
命
to
を
kill
変え
herself? Yeah, I don't know.
1986年10月4日の六
I
軒島
guess that that's an aura gamble then. To Rokkenjima to the day mine know, the day everyone's fates change, October 4th, 1986 on Rokkenjima. What happened on that day? I will expose that, learn that, and I'll take them back. As she stood there with her fist still clenched, she surely turned her face to the heavens. A single teardrop from the depths of her eyes dripped down into the air. And when the time started moving again, the two witches' figures were sucked into a blowing gale and embraced in an instant. Okay, can we watch this or no? Or is there still spoilers here? Can you finally watch this or no? Yes or no? Nope, still? Ah, skip! Oh, fuck! Alright, whatever. I'll just have this in the background for now. Do you not watch it? Alright, thank you, Veeb. Alright. What is this? American Reincarnation Love Alliance. America was expelled to another world. and reincarnated as a blonde-haired girl along with Japan and headshots monsters with her gun summon skill. What? The Earth's in danger and you want us to go back? Oh, too late. Die. This is a horrible, horrible chapter. I mean, horrible title. America, I'm exploding? What? America and Japan were exploded from Earth by the new super weapon of the Chinese Empire. They crossed dimensions and were reborn in another world as beautiful girls. What? The beautiful blonde Americo controls small arms that will with her gun summon, and the black kid Himeno swings unlimited blades. Unlimited Blade Works! The world where they were sent is a dark one controlled by sorcerers with strange powers. While flying the flag of justice and freedom, the two form an alliance, save a little girl / boy, wait, what? From being sacrificed, and instead to travel together to liberate people from the terror and oppression of the sorcerers. It's a non-stop adventures with a dual fight to liberate the world, armed with their friendship, bonds, love, bullets, and swords. Alright, interesting. Nice, and now hop on Hong Kong Star Rail? Absolutely not. What up, Bunny? I appreciate you. Get ready for the longest question arc episode? God damn it, bro. God damn it. These classes are killing me. I hate summer classes. Me too. Me too. But it's worth it, Bunny. It's worth it. Here we go. Oh, we should definitely play this, actually. Hold on. Should we do this? Should we try World End Dominator Roser by Lost Mori? I low-key forgot about this. Can I play this right now? I gotta download it? Alright, hold on. What the fuck? There's viruses from Windows Defender? Hey, yo, why am I in this weird-ass room already? What a pleasant awakening to seem you have had. Pleasant awakening? Okay, I couldn't sleep away. Okay. It seemed that she truly had been so excited that she hadn't gotten any sleep. And yet she showed absolutely no signs of tiredness. Was that due to her youth or her low mental age? I meant like potential viruses notification from Windows Defender? Oh. I mean, maybe. It might be worth the clip farm though. You know? I don't know. Renov chose not to say that out loud and laugh with a pukuku instead. Opening's finally saved after the episode? Okay, thank you, I appreciate it. I really ran that battler into the ground last time. HIO is known for like security risks. Yeah, a little bit. Hey, Lord Helmy. Ah, that look of you tricked me all over his face. He looks so pathetic. Risks? Yeah. Is it not? HIO and wallpaper engine? In any case, I do hope he's still not feeling down. You wanna wreck your laptop. He's a bit too sincere for his age. Is there a future where like Angie can like save Battler and then Battler is like 12 years older? So that means he will be 30 years old, right? Because he's 18? Damn, he'd be 30? Yo, 30-year-old Battler would be crazy, I think. Smash or pass Renov? Oh, probably smash. Yeah, Unc Battler, yeah. You could, you certainly could. Same age as you do. I'm not 30 years old, not yet. You know how you felt for the thing I pulled the last time? Yo, I was tricked too, man. I really thought that Beatrice had a character development. But nah, bro. What a fucking cunt she is. Very awesome as a character, but a genuine cunt. His pure rosebud like innocence arises from never have once been tricked by another since birth. You unreservedly violated. In the joy of running around the field covered with beautiful new snow on a winter morning in France? Fuck you, man! You took Bella-sama's innocent heart, milady. Yo, what is this dick riding? Thrillingly, splendidly, atrociously, mercilessly. Like, come on, bro. 4 adjectives is crazy, Renov. Relax. In quite the uncultured manner enough to make one think maybe I went a teensy little bit overboard. Any tips for Pokemon Champions? I've never played it. What up, Tyrant? most assuredly perpetuated the very worst atrocities.
普通ならへこむでしょうな。
Switching up on everybody just because they tricked us in Battler? Yeah, fuck them. I am quite sure most people would start to feel down. I really thought that Ava Beatrice was the final villain, but it turns out that she is still the final villain here. So much so that I doubt they would ever want to see her face again. I'm doing pretty good. Tyrant, how you been? Hunter loves of dick riding? Yeah, but Hunter's really good though.
わらわはそのだな。
Considering that
い
the
よいよ
fourth
第
game
4
is
の
finally
ゲー
getting
ムが始ま
underway.
る。もしもあやつが意気消沈していて、卓につかないというようなことがあったら、また面倒だなぁと思い、そうならば先に対策を準備した方が良いかと思い、お前に先にそれを問うたわけだ。
Okay, so what new countermeasure are you gonna prepare now? Oh, we're in the bed now?
でしたらやはり対策をご用意された方が
I
よ
do
ろ
think
しい
it
で
would
し
be
ょう
well
な。
served to prepare such a countermeasure.
残念ながらバトラ様はお嬢様の例の北風と太陽作戦でかなりショックをお受けになったようです。
ほう。A little busy yesterday, dude. Me too, Tyrant. Me too, bro.
ショックというと、
But that's good to hear, man.
どのくらい
A shock? You say how badly? Beyonce lowered her voice slightly, asking timidly. Renault went along with that and lowered his voice in the same way.
実は膝を抱いてうずく
Damn!
もうだいぶになります。
Yo, get up, Battler! He's in a fetal position right now? Fuck!
何度かお声をおかけしたのですがお返事をされません。
Oh man, that sucks.
お食事もお運びしたのですが
He carried himself
手を触れた様子もありません。
Fuck, man.
それは
Yeah, if he's not ready to play, then you can't, you know? You can't play.
そ
You're slowing that down.
無理もありますま何しろ徹底的におやりになられましたからな。
Comprehensively, they shred him, a lady.
普通なら人間不信になりましょうな。
ほう、人間不信なら好都合。人間など見限って魔女を信じると良いぞ。すまぬ。
Beata tried to joke about it, but it seemed that the situation was quite serious, and after picking up on this, she hid her laughter. Now what?
そんなにも深刻なのか。第4のゲームの開始はもう少し待ってやった方
You
が
can't start it without him, though. I feel like that's just cheating.
ベルンカステル教のお客人もおいでになっており
What?
ますので
How does he know?
第4のゲームは速やかに開始された方がよろしいでしょう。
And maybe more appropriate to open the fourth game
た
quickly?
だお嬢様はバトラ様に多少気を使われても良いか
Show
も
me
し
a
れま
little
せんな。
consideration, milady.
人な。どう使えばよいのか。
Dude, what is this
あやつは落ち
OST?
込んでいるの
Monochrome
だか
clock?
ら。そうだな。元気づけてやるとか。
Cheer him up. He's not gonna rock with that.
心を暗く閉ざした者に
Yeah.
暗く接しても無駄なこと。
You're at the One Piece Dodgers games and I try to get into the FIFA game? Never again? Was it fun at least?
その暗闇に負けないほどの明るさで
Nothing but shine with a
照らし出
brightness
すほ
stronger
か
than
な
the
いでしょう
dark? Some Kingdom Hearts ass dialogue here.
しっかしょいい加減にしやがれ
Okay. I like this song though. I like this. What is going
あ
on?
んたごときにロの上様が焼いてくれた
A
クロワッサン
croissant
なんて
baked
も
by
ったいない
Renault
わ
Summit would be wasted on the likes of you?
私が美味しく食べちゃおうかな
Nope. Battler's stomach involuntarily growled at the fragrant smell of the croissant. His breakfast plate was empty, but he hadn't eaten any of it. The biggest glunt of the seven sisters of purgatory, Beelzebub had waited for Renault to leave, and had then come to snatch the food away. Battler had discovered her in the process and had been charging about, causing a crazy amount of noise ever since. Really? Even though Beelzebub could have ended it by either giving it back already or else throwing it into her own mouth. She intentionally ran around in circles, making fun of Battler.
俺の朝飯返しやがれ
He's just chilling eating breakfast now? Okay. So you just watched your whole family get fucking murdered and now you're eating breakfast?
今返したらデコピン一発で許してやる
Give it back now, let you off with a single flick to the
もし
forehead.
も食ったりし
代わりにお前を食べてやるぞって
What, are you gonna eat me instead? Maybe.
私を食べられるものなら食べてごらんなさいよ
Maybe sweet as honey pancakes? Oh, damn! Yo, hold on, Battler. Yo, chill out, man. Chill out. You ain't gotta be doing all that.
捕まえ
Man.
た今はてめえの太ももよりそのパンが食いてんだ
Okay.
おとなしくそいつを
Hey,
返しやがれ
hey, yo, bro. He's not just like me. Not at. Whoa! Hey, relax, Battler. Ease up,
こい
man.
つ最後まで抵抗
What? Yo, stop. You gotta relax, Battler. No, no.
ダメ
Who is us?
あげない
Who is us? I won't
ク
give
ロ
it
ワ
to
ッ
you.
サンも私に食べてほしいって思
Does
っ
your
て
salt
るもん
want me to eat it?
イエーイヤッホーはよーバートライこいつ朝っぱらからまだくよくよしてるのか新しい一日とゲームの始まりであるぞ元気出して行ってみよう
I don't know how to explain this. Well, now what? The door opened forcefully. Like a marathon runner drawn on a certain caramel box. With her hands held high and with a high idiotic cheeriness, Yato appeared. Crazy tonal shift? Yeah, it's very playful, almost as if they're like playing a game of Monopoly here. For some reason, countless country flags and confetti scattered everywhere, creating what was clearly intended to be the perfect party atmosphere. Caramel box? I really like caramel. Caramel's really nice here. Hold on. Let's read this caramel box. Glyco Caramels. The Japanese confectionery company Glyco, also famous for producing Pocky, began its business in 1920 with boxes of Glyco Caramels. This featured art of a running man, triumphantly smiling with his arms raised. The marketing was that a single caramel gives you the energy to run 300 meters. The Glyco running man became an iconic trademark and the mascot that the company still uses today. Is this a sponsored ad? Is this how Ryukishi was able to pay the bills here by adding a fun fact of Glyco caramels? Is that it? That's kind of smart, I think. Battler and Beelzebub, who had been grappling on the floor over the croissant, completely forgot about their argument and stared at her speechless. Glyco will be in contact? Hell yeah, I could use some caramels. Hey, see ya, Tyron. I appreciate you, dude. See ya, bro.
それでは私はこれで
That's all from me?
はいバトロ君して
Oh, that's so sweet. She got scared. Hey, yo!
よおはよう
Alright,
朝から絶好調なようで何よりだ
Perfect form this morning. Bianto and Bella looked at each other. It seemed that neither had a clue what was going on with the other.
バット
Well, now what?
どういうことだローノウェイ元気そうじゃねえかよ
Yeah, it does.
膝抱いてないし返事してるし
And he's
というか
answering.
食事中だったし
He's in the middle of eating.
いえいえ毛布の中で膝を抱くようにぐっ
He
す
was
りお
clutching
休み
his
でご
knees
ざいま
under
し
the
た
blanket as he slept like a baby. So is Bella still alive then? Is that like a possibility?
お目覚めの時間をお知らせしたのですが
I informed him that it was time for him to wake up, but he just wouldn't get out of bed.
食事をしようにもいたずら猫が迷い込んでそれどころではなかったよって
What? What's going on? So technically he didn't tell a lie. Technically. Damn, relax.
よく言うぜ
Yo, no one's choking on crazy
て
dick.
めえこそ前回はでっかく騙してく
Who's
れ
the
やが
one
っ
who
たじゃ
played
ねえ
that
か
massive trick on me last time?
事情はさっぱりだが朝からいい気味だぜとりあえずロノウェイ
恐れ入りますバ
So
トルさん
Renov helped out Balor a little bit? The two stuck up their thumbs as though they had forced some kind of new male bond, chuckling together. For a while, Bianto acted very energetically, trying to hide her embarrassment. Renov says a real one? Yeah, he seems like a devil's advocate here, playing on both sides. A true fence sitter, if you will. Low-key, Renov looks like Moist Critical if you really think about it. Just with glasses and in a butler outfit. You thought I'd still be hiding in the corner holding my knees. Yeah, I think so too.
前回あれだけ悔し涙を流しておったのはど
Maybe
こ
he
の
was
誰だと
crying.
いうのか。
Imagine waiting up 6 months for episode 4 after episode 3 and you start with this? Yeah, I don't know.
あの涙をたっぷりと小瓶にでも集め、
The
化粧水
parallels.
にすればよかったわ。
I should have collected your copious tears in a bottle and used that as a eau de toilette. Eau de toilette is a perfume or cologne.
うるせえや。
Hey, 6-7 Hollows, how you been?
てめえの
You
下手く
got
そ
me
な
a bit
芝居
with
の
your
超展
crackly
開に
acting crazy plot
ちょ
twist,
い
that's
と
all.
驚かされちまっただけだ。
Who will win tomorrow, Mexico or England? I would be rooting for England, but England fucking sucks, so I wouldn't be surprised if Mexico upsets them.
みっともねえとこ見せち
I
ま
would
った
not be
が
surprised.
二度と同じ手が通用
But
する
an
と
ass
思うな
myself,
っ
but
て
you
んだ
better not think that's a move that's ever gonna work. Yo, Fireworks are going crazy right now.
よ同じ手に何度も引っかかってわらわを
This
失
point,
望
you
さ
got
せ
the
る
same
わ。
move over and over again.
俺はくじけるたびに強くなる男だってことを教えてやるぜ。
I want to see more Angie though.
だがな、ベアト、
Uh-oh.
うん。
What happened?
二度とするな。
Never do it again?
ほう、なんでだ？やはり絡めては苦手か？
Yeah?
俺とお前は敵同士だ。絶対に手を取り合うことはないってことを俺はもうはっきりと理解した。だからもう二度とそれを勘違いさせるような不愉快な真似をするな。
Damn.
そうは言うがな、そなたの弱点と
It's
知
your
っ
weak
て。
point. He's armed now though. Beato thought they were still joking around, but that had disappeared from Battler's expression some time ago. Beato felt as though his eyes were like the surface of black tea gone cold.
いいな、二度とするな。
Never do it
わ
again,
か
bitch!
らんぞ。
You never know.
忘れた
Sorry.
頃にまたやるかもな。
I might do it again when you've
二
forgotten.
度とするな。
Never do it again! Pierced by a strong and forceful gaze, Beato held her tongue. She may have thought that Battler would surely be the one to break that silence with laughter. However, Battler's serious expression didn't change in the slightest. So to break that silence, Beata had no choice but to start laughing herself. What up, Celestial Dream Saint? Wait, did you change your name? How are those TV brawn tubes looking? Ah, I don't know. Still fucking me in the ass, I think.
それでよい。
So you went from River Hermit to what, Dream Saint now? Oh yeah. This thing should be.
そなたとわらわは
You and I
好
were
敵
the
視。
adversaries.
どのような良好な関係になろうとも敵同士であることの一線を越えることはない。そなたがそれを勘違いしなかったなら。
そうだな。お前が敵であることを一瞬だけ忘れかけた。
Okay.
二度と同じ醜態は晒さない。
I won't show a disgraceful display
お前
again.
の絡め手にかかることは二度とない。
Go for your rear attack again.
二度と。
第4のゲームが待ちきれないのは嬉しいぞ。さあ、席につ。
ああ。
Okay.
望むところだ。もう小手先の騙しは効かね
So
え
they're
ぞ。
sitting on this table here with this chessboard.
生きがるな。前回のゲームの最後
Who
の
was
謎、
playing?
南條殺しの謎も
Who was
降
playing
参した
chess
ま
in the
ま
all
です。
episodes? Kenzo, Genji, and Nanjo. What if Nanjo is actually Beata Ricci here? Or a Genji was actually Beata Ricci here? How do I connect them playing chess in real life to them playing chess in this tea party here? Beato is Nanjo and Butler's Kenzo? Yeah, I don't know how to connect those two.
今はまだ答
Beatrice
えを保留
chess
する
chud
さ。
reference. Come on. I'm not a chud. I'm still holding off on an answer for that
だ
one.
がな、くじけたわけじゃねえぞ。
Yo, what the fuck? But that doesn't mean I've lost heart.
必ずお前の真っ赤な真
I will
実を
break your
破り、
red truth and deny witches, I guarantee it.
良い心意気だ。
Hey, good disposition.
やはりそなた
You
は
truly are a man like a
不死鳥のごと
phoenix.
き男
Phoenix
よ。
right mentioned.
わらわの見込みを裏切らぬ。
You don't betray my expectations.
それでは
Without let us rate the
第
currents
4
on
の
the
ゲ
fourth
ームの
game.
幕だがその我らは新しい客人を
Here
迎
we go,
え
new
なけれ
guest.
ば
Here we
な
go.
客人？
そなたも覚えてお
Oh
る
shit. Okay, Angie's coming now.
前回のゲームの最後で
That mystery woman who appeared at the very end of the last game without an invitation spoiled my
あい
performance.
つか。
我々たちのゲームに加わりたいというのでね
Okay.
正式に招待状を送りこの席へ招かせていた
She's been invited now.
ロノウェ客人を
Called
呼
a...
べ
Okay.
その必要はないわ。
Oh shit! Oh shit! She was already there! Yo, she loves the aura farm. Holy fuck, man. She was in the corner, hiding away like a sneaky little cuck. Wow!
もういるわよ。
I'm already here. Insane, insane aura. The voice that answered Beyonce's call came from the darkness in a corner of the room. Eric's the only instrument that can be louder than fireworks. Are you guys seeing the fireworks outside going off? Is that it? Bella turned around in surprise to discover that the mysterious woman was suddenly there.
おやおやそなたも人が悪
Because they're going off right now. It's going
してい
crazy.
たならば
Do we
挨拶
hear?
の一
The
つも
least
す
I
れ
would have
ばよい
expected
も
is a
の
simple greeting.
私、殴る前に挨拶する習慣
I
な
don't
い
make a habit of greeting people before punching them? Come on!
殴り終わってから
But
な
I
ら
will give one
してあげ
after
る
I punch!
ほうなんとする
Alright!
Good night. Have a nice dream.
Alright, what is the English here? Misogyny was inherited? No.
笑える実に笑える
So will we see a Angie Beatrice sprite then of like her wearing like witch clothes? Is that possible? That'd be really cool, I think. Beato cackled and clapped her hands. But that was only Beato. Nothing rose about her face except an uncertain smile. Come on, don't be fucking weird, man! You always do this anytime you see a woman with big breasts, man! Come on!
あんた武闘派だな。
So you're the punch first, ask questions later type, huh? Balor made eyes with the woman, shrugging his shoulder as he spoke. But the woman didn't answer, giving only a cold stare in return.
前回は土壇場で世話になったな。
Yeah, he ain't got no internet. You helped me outlast him when things were really coming down to the wire.
礼を言うぜ。
I'm grateful.
礼なんていらない。
I don't need gratitude.
あなたが
Tough.
ぶったるんでただけよ。
The way you were acting was just flaccid. Well, not anymore. He ain't flaccid anymore, I
私
don't
は
think.
目を覚ませと言った
Come
だ
on, lock in, bro. Come on, use context clues. This is not just some random woman battler. Come on, man. Lock in, bro.
そうだなバトラはぶったるんで
Yeah,
るな
Battler is flaccid indeed. Yeah, somebody hand Battler a fat honey pack and some peptides. You have to try to laugh in agreement, but the woman wasn't listening. She did absolutely nothing except stare at Battler with ice cold eyes.
どうやら俺は嫌われてるみた
Someone
いだ
hates
な。
you?
あなたが本気で戦ってないから
I'm
イラ
just
つい
no,
て
you
るだ
weren't
けよ。
fighting seriously. Damn.
俺が本気じゃないだと。
See, I'm not serious? Nah. They got the same exact eye color and hair color, man. Like, that's ridiculous. Yo, can we see a sumo? Like, my goodness. Do we get to see it in a sumo CG? Is that possible?
まさかあの低たらくが本気だったとでも
You can't possibly mean that the mess you got yourself into earlier was you being serious.
バカにしないで。
What do you take me
いつ
for?
までこんな魔女
How
の茶
long do
番
you
に付
intend
き合
to
って
go
る
with
つ
this
もりな
witch's
の。
farce?
俺は俺なりにベアトと戦って
I'm
る。
fighting Beato in my own
も
way.
ちろん本気でだ。
And yes, I'm serious about it.
本気で笑わせないで。
I mean, Angie Balor's competent and has been confirmed in the red.
魔女といつまでも永遠に
You
お
keep
茶を飲ん
drinking
で
tea
談
and
笑
shitting
し
with
て
the
い
witch
る
for
だけ
all
のあな
turning,
た
calling
が
that fighting
冗談は
seriously.
髪型だけにして
Damn! Keep the jokes to just your hairstyle. That's fucked up. It's not that bad. It's not that bad, I don't think.
そりゃ俺も最初はこの魔女のゲームに不慣れて
Is she
散々な目
Balor
に遭わ
and
されて
Beatrice
きた
a
さ。
kid from the future here to make sure that the Emperor magic works on Balor so she's born? No, she is Rudolph and Kidie's daughter, Angie. But she's from the future though. So in a sense, she's kind of like future Trunks. Not lame. That's not lame. That's cool as shit.
ようやく
Now,
戦い
I'm
方
finally
や
starting to see
そ
how
の
to
コツが
fight
見え
in
て
the
きた
knack
ところ
of
だ。
doing it.
俺のこれまでの無様さが あんたには本気でないように見えた
I've
の
been
だ
acting. Alright.
そう？
確かに俺がベアとの胸ぐらを掴み上げるのに必要な距離は
When
まだかなり
did
あるだろうと
when did Asumu die? Asumu died 6 years prior, right? Because Battler was excommunicated from the entire family for 6 whole years, right? When did human form Beatrice died? No, the dates don't line up because from Kenzo's telling, she died a long time ago, more than 6 years ago. I was trying to connect maybe Asumu was connected to Beatrice somehow maybe, but the timelines don't match up though.
しかしその距離はどれほど長大であろうとも
No
有
matter how
限
long the
だ
distance is, it is
そし
finite.
て俺は
With
ゲーム
each
を
passing
重ねるごと
game,
に
I'm steadily closing that
一
distance
歩一歩
step by
確実に
step.
その距離を時間はかかろうとも
No matter how long it
あの魔
takes,
女を追い詰め必ずチェックメイト
I
す
would
る
definitely checkmate
そ
her.
れには奴がよく口にするように1000年をかける
Oh,
か
it'll
もし
take
れ
you
な
a
い
thousand years, sure.
それでもいつか必ず打ち勝つ
She was also her predecessor to the Beato Ricci title? Maybe. Perhaps. But then if she had the fucking, if she had the title, then that means she would have had access to the gold though, wouldn't she not? And if she had access to the gold, then wouldn't Rudolph have had some of that access as well? And if so, why is this company still in like financial ruin even though they're getting sued? Yeah, you know. I don't know.
なぜか俺が絶対に負けを認めない
Because
か
I'll
ら
never stop
絶
losing.
対に立ち止まらない
I'll never stop
追い詰め続ける
standing still and I'll keep closing in on her. Yes, maintain your frame, buddy.
言えることはただ一つ俺はいつか必ず
I will
あの魔女
definitely
に
win
勝
against
つ
that
って
witch
ことだ
someday.
気の長い話ね。
Sure,
あなた
patient.
勝つ気あるの？有限もその扱いを間違えれば無
Even
限
though
と化
finite
す。
can become infinite if it's treated the wrong
今
way.
のあなたはすでにカメすら追い
But to
越せ
become
ないアキレ
Achilles,
ス
I
な
need
の
to
よ。
even outstrip a tortoise.
なるほどね。私が必要なわ
To
け
give him
だ。
that extra edge, I
こん
see.
なざまじゃ何億年をかけようとも無限
After
の
a
魔女に
billion
勝てるわけが。
years.
お前は何者なんだ
Here we go,
名前くら
reveal.
い聞かせてくれたって
Reveal
じゃあ
time.
当たらねえだろ
Would have been tough if you said that in red text, probably. At that point, the woman fell silent, gazing straight into Battler's eyes. At first, Battler faltered under the firmness of that look and his gaze wavered slightly, but as her eyes continued to stare into his gradually, he found himself becoming lost in them. And in their depths, he saw a light that he had seen at some time before. Battler was struck by how strongly they resembled the eyes of a girl who definitely couldn't be here, but that was completely impossible.
そんなバカなとは思うんだがなぜかそんな気がするんだ
Okay, here we go.
でもそんなことあるわけがない
I'm getting that feeling, but they can't be right.
あいつは6歳のはず
That's what I'm saying, Battler! She's supposed to be 6 years old! That's what I'm saying, man! Ange, could you? There we go, finally.
そうだ。と言ったら、言い方を変えるわ。
I'll put it another way.
私はあなたの味方よ。だから信用して。
I'm on your side, so
と言っ
trust
た
me.
ら、あなたは信じるの？
Would you believe me? After episode 3 and him trusting in the witches and like whatnot, I don't know.
初対面の正体不明の女が自分の知人になんとなく似ているからという理由だけ
Would
で
you unconditionally
あなたは
trust
無
some
条件に
unknown
信用して
woman
しまうの？
you're meeting for the first time just because she looks a little like someone you know? Probably. But then I feel like if I did that in real life, that's how I would become an organ trafficking victim, and I would wake up with all of my organs cut out.
そんなお人よしだから
It's
前
because
回
you're
の
so
ゲーム
trusting
で
that
あ
you
っ
were
さり
tricked so
騙されて
easily in the last game. You
悔し
cried
涙
so
をボロボロ
bitterly.
こぼすことになるのよ。
Yeah.
あなた自分でその子は6歳なんでしょ
That kid is 6, right?
私が6歳に見える
Do I look like I'm 6?
に
No.
もかかわらず私がその子だと実証したならそれを
So
鵜
just
呑みに
swallow
する
that
の？
story.
それを言われると弱えなすまんそうだな俺はお人よしだ
Too trusting.
そいつを前回のゲームで思い知らされたはずなのにお前が言う俺が本気じゃないっての
I
は
wasn't serious.
そういう意味か
Maybe too trusting in people and maybe also too trusting in the information that he's being told. And too trusting in the stuff that's happening with his own eyes. Maybe. Yeah,
そう
right?
よ あなたは魔女と戦っているつもりでしょうけど、ただ慣れ合って遊んでいるだ
Damn,
け。
just call them out, okay.
チェスで仲良く戦
I
っ
like
て
that actually, I like
遊んでいる
that.
だけなのよ。
They're just competing in a friendly game of chess.
あなたたちにとってそれは真剣勝負でしょうけれど、それを離れて見ている
Looking at it
私
from
に
far
は
away, I only see
仲
you
良
two
く
playing
ル
around
ー
like
ル
you're
に
good
守られ
friends
て
protected by the rules.
きついな。
でもそのお遊びに勝てない限りあなたはここから解放されない。だから私が来たのよ。このゲームに決着をつけるためにね。今のあなたは魔女を追い詰めていると称しながら
You're just like a
車輪
hamster
の
running
中を
around in a
延々
wheel,
と走り続けるハムスター
providing
みたいなも
electricity
の。
to the whole entire Shinomiya family.
あれか。夜な夜なくるくると車輪の中を走り続けるあれか。
Yeah.
車輪の中を走り続けることは一見無限の魔女ベアトリーチェ。
Oh, at a glance, you might think that running around in a wheel is endless witch of
まる
Beatrice.
であなたのことね。
You are just like that wheel! But who's the hamster, though?
そして
Oh,
その
okay.
車輪の中で戦
You were
っ
just
て
like
る
that
つも
wheel,
り
and
で
he is the one
滑
running around
稽
in the
に
wheel
いつまで
forever.
も走り
Thinking he's
続けている
fighting,
のが
but
彼。
actually, but at any point, he can just step off of the wheel.
これはゲームじゃない。
But then he would probably get trapped inside of a fucking rolling ball. So,
彼を永遠に閉じ込めているだけのカゴでしか
this
ない。
game is nothing more than a cage to keep him imprisoned for all eternity.
ほう。わらわの無限をネズミが遊ぶ
Would
車輪
liken
風
my
情に
infinity
呼
to
ば
a
わ
mere
る
wheel
か。
that a mouse plays in.
面白
You
い
run in that
面
wheel,
白
okay,
い。
you. Alright.
ある次元における無限はより高次元において
So that's
無限を
infinite
な
in
さ
a
ないも
certain
の。
dimension tends not to be infinite in a higher
レンガー
one.
のスポンジが無限の表面積を持つのは3次元未満の世界での話。
What? A Menger's sponge may have infinite surface area, but that only applies in a world of less than 3 dimensions. What is a Menger's sponge? Menger's sponge. Minecraft? What is this? A Menger's sponge is a fascinating 3D fractal created by repeatedly dividing a cube into 27 smaller cubes and removing the center cube and the center cubes of each face. The fuck? Is that not Minecraft? What is this? Oh, okay, interesting. So you're dividing each slot by half. So you do this by half, and then this by half, this by half, this by half, this by half. But then how would you get the corners though? Oh, half of this. Half of these two, which brings up the corners here. Okay. Infinite surface area but 0 volume. 0 volume because everything's carved out. Is that it? Is that why? I don't know.
3次元の現実においては質量
In
ゼ
the
ロ。
three-dimensional world of reality has 0 mass.
無限どころか
And only is
存在
infinite.
さえ
It
できな
can't
い。
even exist.
威勢のいい女よ。わらわの敵を名乗る
It
程度の
seems you
資
are
格
worthy
はあ
calling
るら
yourself
し
my
い。
enemy.
あんた。
Who are you?
私はあなたの味方。
I'm your
そして
ally.
魔女の敵
An
よ。
enemy of witches!
もちろん信じなくて
Come
も
on!
私が本当にあなたの味
She
方
has
であ
so
る
many
かなんて
one-liners and she's
誰にも
only been here
証
for
明
like
できない
what, 30 minutes? Crazy. No one can prove that I really am your
むしろ
ally.
私のことを
In
うさん
fact,
くさい
it
と
would
思
be
うくらいの
preferable
警
if
戒
you
心
stayed
の
on
方
your
が望ま
guard
しいわ。
strongly enough to find me very suspicious.
そうだな。前回ひでえ目に遭わされたん
I
だ。
got burned bad last time.
そのくらいの用心深さは必要だな。
I've got to be at least be that careful. Yeah, because I feel like in order for a battler to win, he has to come to his own conclusion instead of having like a helping hand, nudging him on. You know what I'm saying?
俺もう二度と騙されるのはごめんだぜ。
I'm done with getting tricked. You have to laugh with true satisfaction in a way that was insulting only to battler.
人はいきなり騙されたりはしな
People
い。
don't get trust out of the
自
blue.
らの確認を怠り、それを他人に委ねたとき、騙される。他の人が渡り始めたから、
Seeing that
も
you
う
thought the
信号
light had
は
turned
青
green
にな
just
ったと
because you
思
saw
っ
other
た。
people start
じゃ
crossing is no
あ、
excuse
事
for
故の
getting
言い訳
into
に
an
はならないって
accident.
こと。
Oh. Okay, I get it, I get it.
わかる。与えられた情報を鵜呑みにするんじゃなく。
Yup,
自分
exactly.
の頭で考えろ。
Exactly. You told me not to swallow information given to me by others. Exactly, because all of the information that was given by Beatrice Renova and Virgie, he's just been accepting it. So all that magic stuff and whatnot, fake.
俺はベアトに見せられた魔法を
It's the bronze
鵜呑みに
tubes.
していた。
I've just been swallowing the magic that Beato showed
考
me.
えることをや
I
めていた。
stopped thinking.
だからダメだったんだ。
That's why it was no good. Battler grimaced as he remembered his many painful losses. Seeing that, the witch laughed audaciously once again.
私はあなたが有利になるように助言す
I will advise you in a way that will be to your
る。
advantage.
もちろんあなたは私のそれを鵜呑みにすべ
You
きでは
shouldn't just
ない。
swallow the things I
私が味
say.
方であることの絶対の保証なんて
Because
誰
no
に
one
も
can
できない
provide
んだから
absolute proof that I'm on your side. In the last game, Virgie, who I thought was an ally, turned out to be on the witch's side after all. Battler couldn't get that eerie smile won by Virgie, who he had even thought of as a dependable out of his head. Dude, that creepy smile was ridiculous. I won't be too tired to read, so I'm gonna do it.
私を無
See
条
ya,
件で
River
信
Hermit
用な
or
んてしなくていい。
Dream Saint. I appreciate you, Celestial. See ya, bro. I'll see you soon, man. So you don't have to unconditionally trust
ゆえ
me.
に私の助言も
Taking my
参考意
advice is
見
nothing
程
more
度に
than
とどめて
opinion.
もらって大いに結
Consider
構。
it's absolutely fine.
だって魔女とのゲームを戦っているプレイヤーはあなたなんだから。
そうだな。外野の指し手に従って打ったから
I've
負
lost
け
because I
た。
followed the moves of an outsider
なん
would
て
just be too pathetic of an
情けねえ
excuse.
言い訳だもんな。
そうとも。わらわの相手はバトラ、そなたなど外野に過ぎぬわ。
Nothing more than an
それ
outsider.
をわきまえていると。
いいえ、外野じゃないわ。ベアトリーチェと後宮バトラー。
Okay?
そしてそれを俯瞰する
And me
私
with my
が
bird's eye
まるで
perspective
三
over
角形の
you.
ような形になって
We'll
戦
fight
う
in
の
a
よ。
formation almost like a
一
triangle.
見これは共闘ではないけれど、一緒に戦うばかりが共闘ではない。
At a glance, it might not seem to be a united front, but fighting together is not the only way to form a united front.
おお、珍妙なこと。
さっき彼は戦うことをあなたとの距離を詰めると表現し
Closing
た。
the distance.
でも一つの目では距離は測れない
You。can't measure distance with a single
二つの
eye.
目があって初めて物事は立体的に見え、その距
Only
離を
with two
測れる。
eyes are things visible in 3 dimensions, and only then can distance be
そし
measured.
て二つの視点があ
Having
って
two
も
viewpoints is meaningless
同
if they're
じ
in
場
the
所
same
からでは意味が
place.
ない。離れている方が魔女を正確に測ることができる。
Having two viewpoints is meaningless if they're in the same place.
異なる立場か
Interesting.
ら異なる角度で
Shooting
打つ
from different positions and different angles.
十字砲火ってことだな。面白いぜ。
異なる立場から異なる角度で撃
Like a
つ。
sniper!
だから私は誰とも慣れ合わない。
I won't make friends with
自分
anybody.
の立ち位置をずらし魔女を挟み
Catch
撃
the
ちに
witch
す
in
る
a
ために。
pincer attack?
いいのか、バト
So
ラ。
how does Angie really affect the killings of the Oshimiya family here? Is she only gonna be important in the tea party room, or is she gonna come down to the actual island here herself?
その女は実はわらわが差し向け
This
た
woman may actually be an
兵かも
ambush
しれ
I
ぬ
set up, you
も
know.
っともらしいことを言ってそなたを信用させようと
That's your
して
choice
い
to
るだ
make,
けか
Battler.
も
Come
しれ
on,
ぬ
lock in, buddy.
かもな。こいつはさっきからそれをずっと重
She's
ね
been
て
saying
言って
that
い
over
る。
and over
だか
again.
らこいつの助言はもちろん鵜呑みになんかできないだろうさ。だが
I think for myself,
それが信用に値するものか否か、俺が自ら考えることをやめない限り俺はもう誰にも騙されない。
大した自信だぞ後宮バトラ。そこまで言い切ったそなたをコロリと
Makes you wanna
ま
what?
た騙してみ
It's
た
like
い
you
ぞ。
all over again, you
そ
see.
して再び騙されたことを知った時のそなたがどんな顔を浮かべるの
You've been infected yet
か
again.
わらわは見て気に入った。
なあ、
Will Ava
Anta,
Beatrice solve the
俺も直してるよ。
epitaph again, or will someone
俺
else
は
solve
あ
the
んたの名を知
epitaph?
らない。
I don't know. What if like Hideyoshi solves the epitaph instead? Or like not Natsuhi maybe. No, the only other person that was close of solving the epitaph was a Rosa here. So what if Rosa is the one that solves the epitaph on this episode? It looks like you know my name, but I don't know yours.
名前を聞かせてくれ。
For a while, the woman remained silent without the slightest change in her expression. She looked as though she couldn't decide whether to say her name or not, or possibly as though she was deciding what to call herself on the spot.
グレーテル。
What? Gretel?
グレテル？お前がか？
バカね。名前よ。
Gretel? Wait, what? Ange tells Battler that her name is Gretel? What? What What the fuck is Gretel?
私のことはグレーテルと呼
Call
ん
me
で。
Gretel.
じゃあ俺はヘンゼルとでも名乗った方がいいか
Hansel, oh come on, man. Stop it.
冗談さ。俺は後宮バトラ。
Just kidding. I'm Ushimiya
バト
Battler.
ラと呼んでく。
よろしく。
Nice to
握
meet
手
you.
は嫌い。
I hate
気を悪く
handshakes.
しないでね。
そうだな。お前が味方と決まったわけじゃないしな。警戒心を持てって
Isn't
言われた
Hansel
ば
and
かり
Gretel a coffee shop? There's a coffee shop near me literally called Hansel and Gretel, I think. I don't know the oh my god. I don't know the story about Hansel and Gretel. At least I don't remember much of it though, but what does Gretel play though? What's her role in that story? Bella drew back the right hand he had stuck out. His bitter smell disappeared and was replaced with a strong expression of resolve for the new game. Now in its fourth iteration.
バトラ、あなたはどうして魔女に勝たなければならないの
Think
か。
deeply about why you
よく
must
考
win
え
against
て
this witch.
気に入らないからやっつけるなんて抽
Can't
象
stop
的なも
something
のではダ
abstract
メ。
like she knows me so she's going down. Why must Battler win against the witch? Probably to save the family and to escape purgatory, perhaps. Or maybe to at least free the souls of the dead people on this island, perhaps, maybe?
絶対に魔女を打ち倒してこの世界か
I
ら
have a
抜
deep
け出すと
conviction that
い
you'll
う
definitely
強
defeat
い
the
信
witch
念
and
を持
escape
って
from this world.
あなたの帰りを待っている人が必ずいるから。
There's definitely someone waiting for you to come
そ
back.
の子のためにも。
For her sake as well, you. Maybe she has something on her mind. Gretel clenched a fist in front of her chest and hung her head in silence, at a loss for words for a short while. Damn! Beata spoke up in a forceful voice, shattering that
よ
silence.
しこれにてグレーテルとやらの自己さあさあ思い出してごらんなさい。
Okay.
10月4日に何があった第4のゲームの幕開けです。
Alright. In unison with her voice, a clock which had been turned back to October 4th, 1986 started to move, as though blown by a suddenly raging storm. Now what? While we remained in the witch's tea room, the gray-blue sky and the green Rokenjima spread out beneath us, and we could see the boat heading there, trailing a wake behind it. The sky was already cloudy, and it seemed like the bear of the typhoon would soon shut the island away. Wingless? The boat docked in the arbor, and Goda, who had been waiting there, could have been seen helping to unload it. Ain't that where George was flying? I had no clue. It looked like the same CG though, I think. And finally the boat dropped off all the passengers and began to separate from the island. The relatives started to get swallowed up by the island.
マリアは相変わらず元気だ。
マ
Alright.
リアちゃん気をつけないと転ぶよ。
Are there Uminekos there though,
気をつけて。
crying? Or not?
沈む沈
Not fall gonna sink? Okay, so that's her new vocal stem this episode. All my fondly remembered cousins I had loved so much dashed away through the beach, disappearing as they were sucked into the forest path leading to the mansion. And of course, Oni-chan could be seen among them too. Okay, so we're looking at this from Angie's perspective.
待て待てマリアこんなすばしっこいやつ
Nimble little brat. Mario Oni-chan, who I had loved, dashed away and Oni-chan chased after her. They were swallowed up by the forest. Following in pursuit, Mom and Dad were also swallowed up. But can she go into the island though? The rest of my relatives were also swallowed up too. Swallowed up, leaving only me behind. Can she walk up the stairs?
いつまでこんなところで魔女と戯れて遊んでいるの
How
よ。
long are we gonna play around and play with a witch in a place like
早
this?
く帰ってきてよ。お兄ちゃ
back
ん、
quickly?
私を一人ぼっちにしないで。そして気がつい残された私がどれだけ辛く寂しい世界で
Is there a possibility
孤
that
独を強いら
Battler
れるかを。
is still alive? Cause episode 1, Battler was missing, right? Episode 2, Battler died, did he not? Angie's future, St. Lucia Academy. Wait, St. Lucia Academy? Does that sound familiar? What you get on a boat?
ごきげんよう。
Yeah, I'm telling you, boat modder, bro. 40 knots, bro. Wait. St. Lucia. Wait a second, I remember! There was a high school incident that appeared on episode 1. Incident. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. High school. Wait, what? One prologue. High school? I could have sworn that I wrote something down about a high school incident. Shion went there? Oh, Shion went here? St. Lucia? Incident. Fuck! I don't remember. Drama? Murder, phone call. Oh! The 7 mysteries at the school! Is this the same school? I remember that this was in episode 1 here. This was briefly mentioned. Maybe? Hold on. Oh, fuck. Oh, god damn it. Whatever. Okay, so that's her school outfit here. Yellow bow, brown, little crest, red bows. Alright. Good day to you is the standard greeting used here. No matter how many years pass, the style of greeting still feels very awkward. Oops, what the hell happened here? I responded to the greeting in order to stifle that awkward feeling. Oops. But the classmate who had spoken looked at me blankly. Eh? Oh, the 7 mysteries are just a common intro for schools in Japan media, really? Like in Corpse Party? Who is this? Their choice of words and manner were certainly what you would expect of a school for rich girls. But at their core, they were as innocent and cruel as many children of that age. It seems they found it funny that I mistakenly thought the greeting had been directed at me. No, it might be the opposite. Maybe I should say that they didn't know what to do after being greeted by an introverted kid like me. No, judging by the looks of my classmates, glancing this way over their shoulders and whispering to each other. And there was even some who seemed to consider the refreshing morning ruined. No, she's getting bullied. I am depressing, because no one likes me. So try not to get in the way of everyone's refreshing morning anymore. I entered the classroom in a low crouch. Damn, bro. American high schools are so fucked up. The only 7 mysteries are who's fucking who and which teacher's a pedophile. Yeah. Pretty much. I feel like that's a canon event for like everybody here. If I'm being honest with you. Especially with the fucking teacher being a pedophile. Almost like I was cutting across the aisle in a movie theater while the movie was running. This is an all-dorm academy called St. Lucia Academy. It's not a school just not anyone can get into simply by passing a test. It's a hidden rich girls' school known to a select group of celebrities from various circles. For the lofty nobles who truly wish their daughters to be brought up like saints. This is probably the ideal academy in which to protect them from the impurities of the common world. Oh, it's frightening how many people have had the exact experience of having a pedo high school teacher. Yeah, it's really bad. I really don't know how you would even try to like fight or like combat that. But, I mean, yeah, it's really gross. At the same time, it's probably also a convenient place for nobles to confine daughters who they didn't want the public to know about. As well as an academy isolated from the impurities of the common world. It also held excellent potential as a prison school. I was really among the latter and spent my days confined in St. Lucia Academy, and as the weeks, months, and years dragged on at a mind-numbing pace. Of course, there weren't that many students like me, you couldn't tell us apart at a glance. However, even if they didn't come forward, you could usually guess from their appearance. Exposure therapy put them in a room filled with adults? Of what? Fucking teachers? Teachers being filled in a room with adults? I mean, I don't know. Because they're always hanging over their heads at the time. With an expression on their faces as though the whole world had abandoned them. And every class had 1 or 2 kids like that, so even if they didn't speak up about it, you could guess who they were. So even though I never confessed that I was one of those kids, at some point everyone in the class knew. Just like how the seriousness of your injury grants you status in a hospital room, here status is granted by the nobility of your birth. Those who aren't permitted to go out in public are probably nothing more than filth to them. They must think that getting involved with students like that would dirty them as well. Whenever such a rumor sprung up about a particular student, those fastidious girls would about face. What about face? Girls would about face? What? And grow cold and distant. She's that student out of all possible social groups. Yuck. I have that to thank for this quiet and solitary school life of mine. Is that why Shion wanted to switch lives with the Mion? Well, that's only if hearing people whisper behind my back, finding my things lost or broken all the time, and having everyone pretend like they don't know anything about it can be called a quiet school life. I must be wearing a weary expression already this morning. I can understand completely why my other classmates who had been enjoying a refresher morning would want to click their tongues upon seeing it. Consciously trying to do my best to avoid tainting my classmates' morning, I quietly took my seat. Then unusually someone came to talk to me. It was a class leader. Who was that?
朝からご機嫌斜めなご様子ね。
Seeing in a bad mood?
ちゃんと睡眠は取られてる？
Yeah?
何かご用ですか？
Some business.
学年発表会のアンケートまだ提出してないの。
She hasn't
後宮
submitted the
さんだけよ。
questionnaire for the class presentation.
昨日までが提
Slacking?
出日だったの。
Slacking? I'm pretty sure I heard something about that sometime last week, but I think that questionnaire hadn't been passed out yet. Oh, she didn't even get it! All the information would have been written on that, so it would have been no problem to forget about it until it was handed
ア
out.
ンケート用紙もらってないですけど。
Oh
そんなはずあ
no.
りません。寮長から全員にちゃんと配布されてる
She
はず
didn't
です。
get one!
なくしてしまったならそうと
She
素直に
didn't
おっしゃ
get
れば
one!
いいのに。
なくしました。
No! Stand up for
今
yourself,
すぐ書
Angie.
きますから。用紙をいた
I'll
だけ
fill
ま
it
す
in
か？
right now, so could you give me a paper? Again, either someone lost my paper or they intentionally didn't tell me about it. But I have no way of knowing who's behind that. In the end, treating as though it was my own carelessness would settle everything more quickly and without any drama.
書いたらご自身で生徒クラスのアンケートポストに投函されるように。うちのクラスだけですよ。
Our
夕
class
べ
is
ま
the
で
only
に
one
全
you
員
know
の
that
が
didn't
揃
get
わなか
everyone's
った
in
の
by
は
last night. So it's her fault, basically. As I hung my head at the class leader scolding, I could hear the giggles and whispers of people watching coming from no direction in particular. The whole class is laughing at her is ridiculous. Oh, Shiramiya-san did it again because she never concentrates. She is unsuitable for this school. She has neither class nor manners. Sorry girls, but I've dealt with much worse when it comes to unfair personal attacks. I froze my heart and let those airs of ridicule pass by as I quickly filled out the questionnaire. Damn! She's had even worse. It doesn't faze her. Uh-oh. When I heard the news that Mom, Dad, Oni-chan, and all the rest of my family had died, I was in the house with my grandpa on my mom's side. The only survivor of the accident was Oshiramiya Eva, only Aunt Eva. But even at the time, I really hadn't liked Aunt Eva. At a glance, she seemed to act kindly to me. But even as young as I was, I could see clearly that she was somehow belittling Dad and the rest, and I didn't like it. So when it was decided that Aunt Eva would take care of me, I was pretty miserable. It wouldn't have mattered if my nice Uncle Hideyoshi and George Oni-chan could have been there too. But I hated the thought of living all alone with Aunt Eva. I had an honest talk with Grandpa about that, hoping that I could live with him. However, Aunt Eva was very insistent that she would be the one to look after me. Aunt Eva had no desire to remarry, so she said I was essential for the succession of the Shiramiya family. Aunt Eva felt very strongly about the house of Shiramiya. She firmly demanded to take charge of me right away so that she could give me an education and lifestyle fitting for the successor? Weird. Very weird. Very weird. Complicated negotiations with lawyers apparently took place. But in the end, I was forced to go live with Aunt Eva. Because she got more money. After she took me in, Aunt Eva told me something. You must bear all the glory and history of the Shimiya family. She's sounding just like Natsuhi here. In order to make you a fitting successor to bear that, your life from now on will be dedicated to studying like hell. Sacrifice the rest of your life for the Shimiya family, studying just like she did. She was definite about it. At first, I thought she meant exactly what she said, but I quickly realized it wasn't the case. Because even then, in Aunt Ava's eyes, the one most fitting to be a successor was George Oni-chan, who had passed away. At my first meal, I was strictly instructed and interrogated about my table manners, and was forced to listen to her disparage mom and dad as though they had been neglectful in my upbringing. I also received the same strict instructions regarding manners at my first tea party. And I was insulted in public for my clumsiness and forced to endure insults to mom and dad as well, just like how she did from Kinzo. Not being enough ladylike, I think. After that happened enough times, I finally came to understand. Aunt Ava didn't really want to make me the successor. She thought that the one who was truly fitting to be the successor was George Oni-chan, and that she couldn't forgive the fact that it was going to be me. But it was her fault though! So I was disparaged in front of a lot of people, humiliated, and she made it known far and wide exactly how inferior I was to George Oni-chan. Surely in memory of her dead son, no, she must still have been mourning his death. However, that wasn't something I could endure. I couldn't possibly live together with Aunt Ava. I would eternally suffocated, continually compared with her dead son. Even as an elementary schooler, I understood that. I ran away from the house over Shiremiya and tried to go to my grandpa's house. However, Aunt Ava had already foreseen that. Now thinking back on it, she might have been luring me into escaping. I was caught by the guards and brought back, and for being a coward who had disgraced the Shiremiya family crest and attempted to abandon the Shiremiya name, I was punished in a way that makes my whole body shake and shiver just remembering it. What happened to her? How should I describe what Auntie Ava was like when she punished me? Frenzied? Gleeful? The anger and sadness of losing her beloved son, as well as her hatred and pain towards the fact that I was going to steal the headship her son was meant to inherit. And the dark pleasure of being able to let those feelings out on me. I was pummeled with all of those negative emotions at once. Damn. She didn't ask for this life, man. She didn't ask for this. Then all my free time and freedom was taken away and I was put under round-the-clock surveillance. I may have lived in a gorgeous mansion and been dressed in expensive clothes, but my heart and dignity were being trampled upon, and I was the Oshimiya family's slave, its cattle. So did Ava continue the whole thing with servants and furniture then? Like, what happened to the gospel house? What happened to all of that? What happened to Lennon and Manon? And Banananin? Compared to that lifestyle, the derisive laughter of my classmates here felt refreshing. It was no match for my heart. Damn, bro. Poor thing. After filling in almost all the fields of the questionnaire with nothing in particular, I folded it up and put it in my pocket, because if I left it in the desk, I might lose it again. Would you hire people when you're always fearing for your life 24/7? Yeah, but like, it was coming from the guest house, though. I feel like that's a little bit safer. After dropping it off in the box in the student council room during lunch break. I finished lunch by myself as usual and headed behind the school building where no one was around. Only the time I could spend by myself could protect me from the derisive laughter and whispered comments. Oh shit. Since I was hated and didn't have a single friend, my time alone was the most kind to me. Alright, another whole gates being locked in, caged. After checking the surrounding bushes to see whether some malicious classmates were hiding and threatening my time of quiet, I finally relaxed the tension from my entire body, knowing that I'd gained some true peace. Then I let out a sigh. It lingered heavy as though it was the first time I had breathed out today. My previous favorite place behind the vegetable garden storehouse. Vegetable garden storehouse? Had been founded by my classmates and now they would mess with me there, so this was my new lunchtime hideaway. There was nowhere to sit behind the school building. I crouched down against the wall in the shadow of the bushes, opened my bag, took out a book with an elaborate old-fashioned binding. What? Is this like Gravity Falls? The fuck am I looking at here? The fuck? Just glancing at it, you would probably think it was a religious book written in the Middle Ages or something. But this isn't a book. It's a diary. Okay. Hold on. Let's go back to this here. Episode 4. Engine School goes to hideaway. And pulls out a book that is a diary. UMINEKO Gravity Falls would go hard? I think so too. Of course, it's not my diary. It's not her diary? There aren't any special things worth writing about in my daily life. Every day is just gray, cold, and dry. Will she be able to see the ocean blue, though? That's the question of the day. When nothing changes from day to day, there aren't any notable changes worth writing down. This is the diary of Maria Oni-chan? What? Oh, shit! It's Maria's... Wait, how the fuck did they get the diary, though? Was it in episode 1? In the epilogue? They found a lower piece of Maria's jaw. A few years later, a strange wine bottle was discovered by a fisherman. Stuff inside was a lightly rolled notebook pages that would describe the events. Please uncover the truth? Wait, how did she get the diary, though? What? Money? Not dairy, diary. Alright. Interesting. She got some evidence and she's contacting nobody. She was 3 years older than me and a bit of a funny... What? What? Huh? She was 3 years older than me and a bit of a funny person, but Oni-chan was always a warm, wonderful cousin. She would always grab me by the hand and invite me to play some fun game? I remember that getting to see her was the most enjoyable thing about family gatherings. Though I preface this with, for an elementary schooler, the handwriting that greeted me when I opened the diary was fairly accomplished, and while admittedly had been written using every other line, the pages were dense with text. Was she just hopelessly obsessed with jotting everything down in her diary? Probably not. To her... Wait, what game were they playing, though? I feel like that's low-key important here. I'm gonna say... Hold on. Let's go back to episode 4 really quickly here. I'm gonna say Ange was good cousins with Maria and would often play games with each other. So rather than a journal in which the events of her day were simply lit... What the fuck? What the fuck was that, bro? So rather than a journal in which the events of her day were simply listed, Maria Oni-chan's diary was written like a letter to another Maria, telling her to the events of that day. I had found this diary among her belongings after her death and had secretly taken it home. At first, I had felt that reading someone else's diary might be boorish, and I had been satisfied to just keep it by my side. But I was unable to resist turning over a page or two, and slowly but surely I found myself reading through it. But now she had become my only friend. I gently opened to the page with the bookmark. Alright.
Maria お姉ちゃん、お待たせ。また、お姉ちゃんのお話を聞かせて。
What? Apathy? Oh shit. At the same time, a very, very soft breeze blew, tickling the pages, and I thought the open diary might have sparkled faintly. The weather is good today. Maria Oni-chan loves wonderful rays of sunlight, so I'm sure she's in a good mood. On the open diary, no, in the world of the diary, Maria Oni-chan showed herself. What? She had been 9, I believe, when she died. This CG fucks you up? Dude. So her appearance was already younger than mine. But I call her Oni-chan, and in turn, she finally calls me just Ange.
Oh, Ange, 今日は来るのが遅かった。
What? Alright, hold on. Maria was Angie's only friend. And when she opened up the notebook and saw Open up. Wait, open up the notebook to the bookmarked section. Maria's image appeared as a ghost. What the fuck?
お昼混んでた？
いつも混んでるわ。
So it's
仲良
packed?
しグループたちが席を陣取ってる上に
Because groups of friends install
食
themselves
事を
in
終
the
えた
seats
後
and
も
stay there even after
席
they're
を塞ぎ
finished
続け
eating.
てるから食堂に行くのが遅くなると致命的ね。今日は片付けの当番だったから。
I was on cleanup duty today. Damn.
マリア、ご飯食べるの早い。
She's fast at
早く
eating?
食べ終わるとその分いっぱい遊べるな。
Maybe she noticed that I was still bitter about how that duty had been forced upon me, shortening my lunch break bit by bit. Mario Nichan brightly changed the subject. Grateful for that consideration, I responded that I eat slowly. Mario said something about how she'd teach me the trick to eating fast and cheered me up. I read it in the diary. No, I heard it from Mario Nichan. She was once ranked #1 among the girls on the speed eating leaderboard in her grades newspaper. Wait, what? That's crazy. Osa's really nice, by the way. She'd been very proud of that, but had apparently been a little disappointed that her mother, Auntie Rosa, hadn't praised her very much for it.
じゃあ今日のお話を始めるね。昨日はどこまでお話をしたか
What did we
な。
get yesterday? Also today's story?
ここまでよ。マリアお姉ちゃんがサクタロをプレゼントしてもらったところまで
Sakutaro as a present?
サクタロの話を聞かせてくれる約束になってたわ。
Sakutaro? Did we ever mention that? Sakutaro? Probably not. I feel like that's the first time we've ever seen it, right?
サクタロのこと話すよ。
Alright, interesting. Talks about the story, mentioning Sakutaro.
サクタロはね、とっても可愛い
It's
ぬ
a
いぐるみな
stuffed
の。
animal.
エンジェもきっと気に入るよ。
I'm sure you like him too?
そのお話を聞かマリアお姉ちゃんにお話を聞かせてもらえる昼休みだけが
Aww.
学校で
Okay,
一番心を許せ
in
る
the
時間なの
story, this is really cute, but if you were like an outsider looking at this, Angie would look kind of crazy, alright? But maybe this is just how she's coping.
マリア話す。サクタロはね、
Watching Mario Oni-chan, who's always in a good mood, makes my heart feel warm as well. As I listen to her tale, I begin to get absorbed into her world. Okay. Now what? Far? What?
ハッピーバースデーマリア。
What? What? Hey, yo, nice outfit though. Liking this outfit. Angie turned to hallucinogens to cope with her grief? Yeah, I'm very confused here.
ごめんね。帰りが遅くなって。
So she was a waitress? Aww. Okay, normal outing outfit here.
ママもお仕事
No crown though,
お疲れ様
noticing. Goes back to a mart and sees Rosa working there? Maria isn't wearing her crown.
マリア、ママが忙しいの知ってるから遅くなっても泣かないで待ってた。
Aww.
おとなしくテレビ見て
Just
待
gonna
っ
wait
てた。
watching TV.
マリアは偉いわね。お行儀よく待ってたご褒美に今日は何でも好きなものを注文して、もちろん食べきれる分だけだけど。
今日はコーンスープをオニオングラタンスープに変えてもい
Corn
い？
soup to onion gratin soup today? Ew. Okay. Got a cheesecake? I don't know what that is. A Danish? I can't read this unfortunately.
200円高くなるけど、プロシュートピッツァに変え
Prosciutto
てもい
pizza sounds pretty good, I think.
いいわ。本当に食べられるならね。
Really can't eat
で
it.
もいっか。
What the
誕
heck?
生日だしね。
It is your
ちゃん
birthday
とお
after
行
all.
儀よく待ってたいい子のマリアにご
Aw,
褒
Rosa's
美も
being
ない
so
とね。
nice here.
じゃあデザートにエンチェラーダチーズケーキ忘
Enchilada
れていい？
cheesecake?
あとね、シェフの気まぐれフルーツサラダに
Chef's choice
キッズフ
fruit
ライド
salad and
ポテト。
kids french fries.
メロンソー
Aw.
ダも飲みたい。
Wanna have a melon soda too? Aw.
マリア
You deserve
はい
it,
い子。
Maria.
マリアはいい子。
Yep.
ママに褒められた。 ちょっとはしゃぎすぎよ。
Being a little too
もう
excited?
少し静かにしないと他のお客さんに迷
You
惑
serve
よ。
the other customers? I don't think so. When Rosa gently admonished her, Mario stuck out her tongue and eased up a little bit. It seemed like she was having a hard time representing her excitement as being able to eat out with her mother again after such a long time. Today was Mario's birthday. Rosa always spent Mario's birthday at a wonderful restaurant. When Mario had been in kindergarten, they had sometimes invited over other kids from the neighborhood over and had a party at home. Rosa would make a wonderful cake and homemade sweets and decorate the house herself, making it a huge celebration. Episode 2. When they first died in the chapel home. On the gospel front door, it said Happy Birthday Mario, right? And then in the middle of the tables of the 6 dead bodies, it was a bunch of candies and sweets, right? What if Rosa was the culprit in episode 2? Maybe, yeah? But after they moved and Mario no longer had any friends in the neighborhood, Rosa had started splurging at expensive restaurants instead. However, today, they were instead in a normal family restaurant. It was also a little late in the day for a kid like Mario to eat there, even with a parent. Rosa had actually gotten reservations at a fantastical place that Mario would absolutely have loved. Of course, she had also prepared a wonderful cake with Mario's name written on it. But Rosa just hadn't been able to finish up her work and had been forced to cancel. Aww. So that had turned into a local family restaurant. Okay, so she doesn't work here. She's okay. She was prepared to spoil Mario a bit and let her have whatever she wanted tonight. Aww.
マリアお姉ちゃんってあんまり食べないんじゃなかった？
But you weren't a very big
あんな
eater.
に頼んで大丈夫なの？
That's fine.
あんまり食べられないけどいっぱい並ぶのが好きなの。お誕生日のテーブルはね、赤、青、緑に黄色、
Mostly filled with red, blue, and green and yellow makes you really happy. Yep.
そうね。お誕生日のテーブルってカラフルだと幸せな気持ちになれるわね。
I'm low-key thinking that maybe episode 2 here, that was a clue into determining who was the culprit in episode 2. I feel like it really is Rosa.
うちの誕生日
Was her dad? I have no idea. Actual deadbeat.
駅前のケ
Birthday's at
ー
my
キ屋
place
さ
with
んで
no
買っ
match
てく
for
る
yours,
ケーキが
Mario.
いつもとても華やかだったっけ？
Always gorgeous cakes. And she thought back to her own birthday nostalgically. What colors were the candies in their bellies? I don't remember. I probably written it down somewhere. Even though Dad was busy, he sometimes came home just to show up at my birthday party and then went back to his company. Aww. I was sad at the time, but now I understand how important I was to Dad. At least he showed up! Of course, Mom also took very good care of me. In particular, she always had a really good sense in birthday presents. And sometimes arranged for them several months in advance. Damn! Even though we've always sent an invitation to Battler Onichan, he didn't get along with Dad or something, so he didn't always come. Is this her house? Have we seen this scenery before? I feel like this painting looks kind of familiar, and these flowers look very familiar as well. So when he did come, I was really happy. The birthday parties when the whole 4-person family was together made for fun memories that I will never forget. Aww.
エンジのお誕生日バトラとルドルフおじさんがすごく賑やか。
Battle and Uncle Rudolph are the life of the party.
ワイワイ。は、バトラジュースかけられて
He
る。
got covered in soda? Mario Onichan peeked into my happy memory. It's kind of embarrassing looking at myself sitting quietly there wearing the origami helmet that Dad had made as a party trick. In my hand was a paper gun that Battler Onichan had folded for me. And Mom was taking a commemorative photo. It was the happiest moment of my life. Aww.
でもマリアお姉ちゃんの誕生日だって負けてないよ。それで今日もらえるんでしょ？サク太郎は。
So you get him today, Sakutaro?
すっごくママのカバンの脇にあるプレゼントの包みを早く見せてもらえないかなとずっと。
Okay, so Sakutaro is the name of the stuffed animal that Mario Onichan was to receive as a present today. Okay. 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 That story is a flashback to Mario's birthday when Rosa was gifting it to her. Got info about Angie's birthday memory where all 4 of them were together. Hey Onyx. For quite a long time, Auntie Rose had been making a stuffed animal to give to her as a birthday present too. Someone threw a firework at you? I hope that you're okay. Jeez. It was apparently to be a cute lion stuffed animal, and Mara Oni-chan had already given— Oh wait! A cute lion stuffed animal! I feel like we've seen that before, have we not? And Mara Oni-chan had already given it to the name Sakutaro even though she hadn't received it yet. Today she was looking forward to meeting Sakutaro. Sakutaro is a cute lion. Cute lion. Stuffed animal. Yeah, lion statues, but I feel like we've seen that lion plushie somewhere else though, have we not? Lion? Okay, thanks. Thanks for the fucking help here. Auntie Rosa ran a clothing design company. It did actually seem to have a brand name too for what it's worth. I think it was just called Auntie Rosa in English. The slogan was supposedly, I can't forgive the way I was before today. Unfortunately, I never met anyone who knew of that brand name. Maybe it wasn't that famous. It was a hit and run? Well, I hope that you're actually okay and that you didn't get hurt by it. So in any case, Auntie was pretty skilled with her hands. Rosa is literally Kai Cenat. And Vivette. So in any case, Auntie was pretty skilled with her hands. I heard that some of the clothing she wears, she made herself. Okay, so this fucking vest here is her thing. Instrument drink alcohol and Overwatch with us for Chacho? Maybe soon then, soon. So making stuff— wait, I gotta cook first though. So making a stuffed animal had to be well within her capabilities. A handmade stuffed animal. That sounds kind of wonderful. Where was this fucking lion? I've seen it before. I've seen this before. Was it in episode 3? Or 2? I don't remember, but I've definitely seen it before though. We finished eating? Hell yeah. I can't wait to tell you. Wait, why? Wait, don't go too crazy. It's Khan from Bleach? Oh my god, you are right! Khan from Bleach! Where was that at though? Oh fuck, I did mention, is that Khan? Fuck, where was that? You're so right! I did call it Khan from Bleach. That sounds kind of wonderful, by the way. What did you call it, Sakutaro? I actually wanted to call it Sakura? Ew! It's a male name, so I was told to give it a boy's name. So I added a boy named like Taro and named him Sakutaro. I forget when the U at the end went away. From the hit show Naruto? There was apparently a popular anime at the time whose main character was a girl named Sakura. From Naruto? The fact that she simply borrowed that name of a character she liked was, how should I say it, innocent and cute as you'd expect from her age. Presents always come at the end, remember. If you open it now. Okay, I'm really thinking, okay, episode 3, Ava was the culprit. Episode 2, Rosa was the culprit. But she couldn't solve the epitaph, therefore Beatrice won. So I'm thinking that Rosa had a different interpretation of the epitaph and she was killing the families here. Because she thought that that was how you were supposed to accomplish the epitaph, right? So that's what I'm thinking. This is impossible. By the way, Cardcaptor Sakura wasn't on air then? Dude. It was Naruto! It was Naruto. You open it now, it'll get dirty. Hold on until the meal is over. As soon as she proclaimed that, she started tearing into her meal. Auntie Rosa scolded her, telling her not to make a scene. It seemed that she had seen it coming immediately. I've been thinking that if I were as straightforward as Mara Oni-chan, that would probably be exactly what I would do as well. and so brought a kind of warm smile to my face when my expectations were portrayed. Then who was the culprit of episode 1 then? Okay, Rosa's the culprit of episode 2 did not solve the epitaph because she had a different interpretation of the epitaph. Episode 3, Ava was the culprit, but she solved the epitaph. Episode 1, who the fuck was it? Only Maria, Battler, Jessica, and George were there. And Natsui at the end. But Natsui killed herself by accident. Right? I feel like she killed herself by accident. I don't know how to explain episode 1 still. But at least episode 2 though, I think I have some sort of like plausible explanation, I think. In the end, Auntie Rosa succumbed to her daughter's eyes sparkling with anticipation. Cleaned up the table and took out the long-awaited wrapped present.
Happy birthday, Maria!
See? Happy birthday, Maria!
なかなか時間が取れなくて
I couldn't make it very well.
ママの手作りなら
Also, I've never seen this bunny before though. A very interesting bunny looking thing. I've never seen that before, right? Auntie Rosa spoke slightly humbly, but Mario Oni-chan was ecstatic even before opening the wrapping. I could really understand that feeling. It's not a matter of quality. Just the fact that it was a handmade present was more pleasing than anything. Yes, yes, yes.
本当はお家に帰ってからにしてほしいん
Nah,
だ
just
け
open
ど
it now. It's cool.
ちょっとだけよ
Just
ちょ
for
っ
a
と
bit.
見て挨拶したらちゃんと挨拶するのはここはお外なんだからはしゃいじゃダメよ
Yeah, she don't want to beat you on your birthday in
約
public.
束できる約束するだから開けてもいいママはいはい
Ah, here we go! Here we go! Before Auntie Rosa finished her sentence, Mario Oni-chan started unwrapping the present. Con! Okay! And straight away, yellow and orange peeked out. This is very cute. Very nice plushie. She made this? That's a very cool keychain, I think. What appeared was a slightly blank-looking stuffed lion, with cute round eyes and a cute white chest. Tokotaro made an appearance during the UMINEKO gambling animation. Oh, that's why I saw him in the UMINEKO gambling animation? What the fuck? That's crazy. It was about the size of a small pillow. It looked pretty big, held by a short person like Mario Oni-chan, but it probably wasn't that large. What is the importance of this plushie? From the perspective of someone who didn't know better, it would probably look like something cheap bought from a department store or something. But to Mario Oni-chan, it was her mother's handmade stuffed animal, the only one of its kind in the world and irreplaceable. Aww! Aw, this is so cute. Aww. Yo, low-key, if you make half of his face white, and then make the other half black, he low-key looks like Monokuma from Danganronpa. Right? So, can you forget Rosa beats her? I'll turn a blind eye for now. Thank you, thank you. You're such a cute stuffed animal for me. Aww.
そんなに褒められると
You know, it'd be even cuter if the dad's head was like poking out here, right?
全然時間が取れなくて大したものを
I couldn't
作
take
れ
my
なかっ
sense,
た
I
の
couldn't make anything that
本
good.
当は抱えきれないくらい大きなのを作るつもりだったの
That's
よ
okay.
ね
At least you tried.
このくらいの大きさならいつも一緒にい
We can always be together. What if this plushie is the main villain?
られるもん一緒にお出かけできるもんさくたろお姉ちゃんだよ
Kind of like Chucky. Yeah?
本当に可愛らしいこの子がマリアお姉ちゃんの一番のおと
学校には一緒に行けないけどお家ではいつも一緒にいる
But we've never seen that plushie though in episode 1 or in 2 or in 3.
さくたろはねとっても無垢で可愛らしく
So
て
what happened
そ
to
し
it
ていつ
then?
もマリアに元気がない時には励ましてくれてマリアが元気な時
There's
は
no when I'm
一緒
feeling
に
down and
い
plays
っ
a
ぱ
lot
い
with me
遊
when
んで
I'm
くれ
feeling
るの
good.
だからマリアはもう寂しくなんかない
A solid punt launch to the moon
ママ
now.
は仕事で忙しくて一
Now
人ぼ
only
っちで
mom is
も
busy
寂
with
し
work
く
and
ない
I'm
し
all alone. Even
学
no
校
one
で
plays me
誰
at
も
school. I'm
遊ん
not
でく
lonely
れな
at
くて
all.
も全然寂しくない
Yo,
よ
don't tell me that kids took the fucking plush and then ripped it apart. Don't tell me that Mari got bullied in school and someone ripped apart her fucking plush. At school, Mari Oni-chan was in similar circumstances to me. Compared to the other kids in our class, Mari Oni-chan's tempo was always a beat too slow. Her personality and the way of thinking about things were a little peculiar in that she was a little too idiosyncratic to blend in with them. Her grades were low as well, and yet she was talkative when it came to her specialist field of the occult, which led to her being treated like a weirdo by everyone else in the class. If she touches you, you'll be cursed, stuff like that. Everyone in the class acted like she was gross, made fun of her, and avoided her, it seems. Boys who bumped into Mari Oni-chan would start wiping that part of them against the other boys as if they gotten something dirty on them. Cheese touch! They would pick up her stuff between pinched fingers like it was something filthy and chase the other boys around with it. As for the girls, they appeared to find even speaking to her unpleasant. They ignored her completely, giggling and sneering at her whenever she made a mistake. Aww. Same in all eras. Humans really don't advance. Go extinct already. Damn, go extinct already? Damn! I'm sad to be bullied, but I think it can't be helped. Huh? There's a rule that says every class has to have one kid that gets picked on? Yeah.
もしもマリアがいなくなったら、きっとマリアの代わりに
If I wasn't there anymore, I'm sure a new bullied kid would be chosen in my place.
マリアが我慢することで、
By staying strong, I can protect them? That's so honorable of you, Maria. As she said that, she smiled faintly. Mari Oni-chan's way of thinking really is unusual. According to her, there's always a witch residing in a place called school. No, she says that anywhere that a lot of people gather will most certainly have a witch residing there. The witch tries to make their students perish by disease or accident so that she can steal their souls. And she sometimes also corrupts their souls, leading them down the path of evil. Mari Oni-chan told me that an angel came, not content to let that happen. And the angel, she tried to defeat that witch. But the witch is powerful and the fight continued for 7 days and 7 nights, but even then it wasn't over? A tired out witch asked for a truce and proposed this? So she's like Thanos?
でもその代わりに残りの半分の生徒は病気と怪我から守ってきました。だからもしもクラスの一人を私への生贄にいじめられっ子にしてくれるなら。
What if Angie was the half where she got sick? What if she was on the one half that she got sick? Yeah, maybe. Therefore, it will make just one member of the class a sacrifice to me. It will make them the bullied kid.
その他全員の生徒を病気や怪我から守りましょう。だったっけ？
天使様は考えたの。クラスの半分が不幸になることに比べたら、クラスの一人だけが不幸になることの方がずっといい。
Having one unlucky person would be better?
魔女はその強力な力で他全員の生徒の安全を守ってくれるという。
I am not fully understanding this part. I might have to come back and like watch this part here and like watch this section of the VOD, but I'm trying to make a connection somehow and it's not clicking right now. Only one person to be unlucky would be much better. Like I get that part, but why is this important? Why is this necessary and in the whole grand scheme of UMINEKO? Who does this relate to?
クラスに40人の生徒がいるとして20人の犠牲者が1人に減って19人が助かるというわけで実に合理的な提案。
I wonder if this fairy tale has some kind of motif. It's a creation of Mari Oni-chan, a 9-year-old girl that would be pretty impressive.
天使様はその提案を飲むことにした。だから一人の生贄によって19人は救われた。
19 people were saved. Okay, we could probably correlate this to the murders of Rokinjima here. But who was sacrificed though? If I had to guess on who was sacrificed first in order to protect the family, I'm thinking it was probably either Beatrice? Human Beatrice that had died. I don't think it would be Kinzo. Or maybe Battler?
だか から、マリアの役割
Or
は
maybe
大切
even
なの。
Maria!
魔女は19人を守って
Isn't
る。
this similar situation to Angie though? Kinda, but she didn't sacrifice herself yet though.
私たちが生贄になることによって
Because of us becoming sacrifices.
その19人に感謝された覚えはないけれど。
Only one person be unlucky would be much better. Shrunk down to 1. 19 people are saved. Did anyone die? No, not yet. In other games, Angie is the only survivor of the Shimia murders, and so she gets all the pain. If someone else lived and Angie took their place, the survivor will be the one taking their pain, so Angie is essentially sacrificing herself. All the pain from the real world? Is that what you're saying? Like, all the mental pain? Right? Mari Oni-chan's thinking is too compassionate. The miserableness of our situation is very similar. And yet, there's a difference in our inner peace just because of a small difference in our way of thinking.
それでマリアお姉ちゃんは悲しくないの？
But then, if someone else was a survivor, though, taking place of Angie, would they or would they not follow the same path as Angie, though? They would probably feel the bruteness of the turmoil that she faces, but would she go out of her way and try to solve the murders on the island and try to go back to the tea party room and try to help Battler win the game? Would they do that? I don't know.
おう、悲しくなんかないよ。
Not sad at all.
だってこれからはサク太郎が一緒だもん。
I'll be together with Sakutaro from now on.
サク太郎、ウリュー、マリアと一緒なら僕も元気。
What the fuck?
ほら、サク太郎も元気って言ってる
Sakutaro
よ。
can talk?
うん。
Mari Oni-chan helped up the Sakutaro stuffed animal, playing both sides of the conversation herself. Oh, she voiced it. Oh, she voiced it.
ウリュー、マリアと一緒なら僕も元気。
What if Sakutaro is a servant or a witch on the island? Maybe. Maybe? That's exactly why I want to reach Mari Oni-chan's level. That's what makes me so strongly invested in her tale and her words. Now what?
エンジェは一人ぼっちだから辛い？
Uh-huh.
辛いわ。でもマリアお姉ちゃんとこうしていられる時間だけは別。
It's different.
一人ぼっちじゃん。
ならサク太郎もお友達になればもっと楽しくなるよ。
Friend too, it'll be even more fun.
じゃあ今日からサク太郎もエンジェの新しいお
Starting
友
today,
達だよ。
Sakutaro's your new friend.
ね、サク太郎。
Okay, so now she has 2 friends now. Alright, doubled her friend count.
ウリュー、僕エンジェのお友達？ウリュー。
Skillfully moving the stuffed animal like it was a puppet, Mario Oni-chan made a Sakutaro emote. She was controlling him with the charming way he waved his short hand and cocked his head to the side, made it feel like he really was a new friend called Sakutaro. Of course, if we were to look at it with cold eyes, you would only see Mario Oni-chan comforting mopey old me with a stuffed animal. But that stuffed animal had definitely been imbued with a soul. The soul of Mario Oni-chan's love. So is that whole theme of without love, the truth cannot be seen? Is that what it is also? Maybe? So I accepted the existence of a being called Sakutaro inside the stuffed animal.
ほら、エンジェもサク太郎に挨拶
Come
し
on,
て。
come say hi to
ほら、
Sakutaro.
サク太郎もご挨
Come on, you
拶。
say hi to Sakutaro.
ウリュー、エンジェ怖い人？
No. As Sakutaro timidly looked at me. He unexpectedly met my gaze and hid behind Mario Oni-chan's back in surprise. Mario Oni-chan really is good at playing with stuffed animals.
大丈夫だよ、サク太郎。エンジェは怖くないよ。サク太郎です。ウリュー。
はじめまして、サク太郎。エンジェよ。新しいお友達になれて嬉しいわ。
I held out my right hand as though asking for a handshake. I'm very... How would this be important? And Sakutaro's short hand was stuck out towards me and lightly touched my index finger. After all, the size is all wrong for a handshake between a human and stuffed animal. Thus, greeting by touching each other's fingers was our handshake. Like I get that this is Angie's way of coping loneliness, but still, how does this help out in the grand scheme of things of killing witches and the murders?
1人よりは2人、2人よりは3
Two
人の
people
方
is
が
funner than
も
one,
っと
and
楽
three
しい
people
よ。
is funner than two.
うり
Mario Oni-chan had given the same Sakataro to the stuffed animal she was going to receive on her birthday, and had warmed and expanded his existence in her heart for a long time. Therefore, even before she had met him, his existence had been sublimated into her personality. From the very first moment they met, the two of them were already friends. Of course, I don't think anything could be as personified and loved as Sakataro was, but that wasn't anything extraordinary in Mario Oni-chan's eyes. She loved the things she owned very much, treating them just like friends or beloved pets. Maybe it was probably that Auntie Rosa hadn't let her keep a pet, or maybe just like her innate desire to treat things as though they were precious. Maybe it was that she was so isolated, she had been forced to find friends closer to home. Because of all those various circumstances, this wasn't anything extraordinary from her perspective. Yeah, even so, Sakataro, no, maybe I should call him Sakataro. What's the difference here in this Sakataro and this Sakataro? With a U. This term that Sakataro was a stuffed animal. No, a friend who was more loved than anything or anyone. Phone call? Oh shit! What the hell?
ママよ。上機嫌ね。サクタロと遊んでるの。
Episode 4 being an episode to introduce and characterize Angie really takes the pace, even with there being some real heartwarming moments and every moments from Mara here and there. Yeah. Is episode 4 really long? It's already past 9 at night. Rosa had asked out of surprise since this wasn't an appropriate time for a friend to be over. But when she thought about it, Mara didn't have any friends who would come over to play, did she? Even so, to think she would have so much fun playing with that stuffed animal. Rosa was very pleased that Mara had liked her birthday present so much.
ママ、どうしても仕事が片付かなくて。
It's okay, Rosa,
来
you
週の
tried
ラ
at
イン
least.
ナップが難航してるの。ようやく少しずつ注目され始めたみたいで、なんとかここで期待に応
One
え
episode
られ
and
る
the
インパ
majority
ク
of
トを
it is
与え
with
たい。
Mara and Ange? Damn!
今夜もおとま、頑張ってママ。ありがとうね、ママのお仕事のことを分かってくれ。
Rosa was very surprised that Mara had accepted with such indifference that she couldn't come home. Telling Mara that she would be coming home late or staying overnight had been a very heavy burden from Rosa. But we know that sometimes Rosa stays out for her little sneaky link though. So, is it really true that she's working overtime, or is she with the sneaky link? You know what I'm saying? You can never know with Rosa. Mara would start crying about how lonely she was on the other end of the phone, and it took a lot of time and effort to calm her down. To think that Mara would accept it in such high spirits. This is also thanks to Sakataro. Rosa was once again pleased that she had given such a good present.
明日のこの時間には帰れるようにするわ。
Again, photo of the flowers. Same flowers from the one in the guest house, I think. 3 cups? Don't know what that means. Very nice looking phone, though.
明日は一緒に夕食を。マリアは夕食はまだよ。
Nope.
コンビニでお弁当を買ってきて
Buy a
食べて
bento at the
ね。
convenience store? You're telling a 9-year-old to go to the convenience store by themselves and eat?
お菓
Come
子はダ
on.
メよ。
That's
お釣りと
crazy.
一緒にレシートも入れておくのよ。
Keep a receipt with your change?
サクタロとお買い物。これサクタロはダメよ。お留守番させなさい。
Have him watch over the house? What the fuck? From Mara's manner of speech, Rosa got the feeling that Mara had been going shopping with that stuffed animal without her knowing about it. Rosa's forehead creased, and after sadly telling Mara that she was absolutely not to, hung up.
おお。
Oh, wait, that's her room? Okay, pumpkin, penguin, pumpkin, bear. I feel like I've seen these stuffed animals before. Is Mario the culprit in episode 2? What do you think of in the middle? Of what, the piggies, the pigs with the little crowns? I don't know, man. Heart, desk, candy, lots of candy. Chandelier, clock, bear.
サクタロとお買い物。
What if Mara's the culprit here? Hold on, wait a second. She also has the occult-like books here. Those books look very similar to the ones in the archive of Kinzo's archive, right?
ウリュウ、マリア とお買い物に一人でお留守番。なんでママ、サク太郎とお
Alright,
買い物
but
行っちゃ
anyways,
ダメなんて言うんだろ
I'm
う。
gonna end it off there though, because we're running late. Almost 4 hours. Very nice. Also, I'm like yawning a lot, so I'm gonna go get me some food real quick. Or like try to make some food. Yeah. Plus was fire? Thanks, Mohammed. Thanks. That was good. That was really good. I feel like we have gotten a lot of the beginning exposition done. So hopefully tomorrow's stream it will pick up the pace just a little bit more. Because I think maybe like an hour longer more of like background information, and then we'll get back to the island and the tea party room and like whatnot. Yeah, maybe. Hopefully. I don't know. We shall see. Yeah, I'm gonna end it off right here. So far, the start of episode 4, I don't really know what to think about it though. It certainly is interesting and it gives us a lot of like lore and like background information about Angie and Maria, but I really don't know. I don't know how this all ties into solving the mysteries and how that's important and whatnot. Maybe it ties into our theory of how love can be used as multiple different interpretations. Yeah, maybe. Because I feel like the only people that have experienced loneliness is Maria, Angie, and original Beatrice. Our Beatrice, at least. Those three have those in common. Ava Beatrice, was she really lonely? I don't think so. Current Ava, she is, okay, old Ava, she is lonely, but I feel like she did that. She caused that onto herself. Like, I'm not even surprised. Whereas Beatrice, she didn't ask to be lonely. Maria, she didn't ask to be lonely. Or, Angie didn't ask to be lonely. But older Ava, though, she kind of put that onto herself. Young Ava was isolated in her family, too. Kinda, but at least she had, like, people around her, though. She kind of had some people around her, even though, like, mentally they weren't really all that there for her. She still had some people around her. Beatrice, Maria only has Rosa. And Angie only really has her grandparents. So, I guess. How does those themes tie into solving the murders, though? Maybe Verge has to come into this. We don't know much about Verge. Or Asumu, or Kenzo's real wife here. I don't know. Anyways. See ya. 31 hours played. 34 hours played. Hell yeah. Sensational. Anyways, thanks for watching. Anyways. Damn, 10:30? I'm gonna have to quickly cook me up some food. But, see ya, bro. Bye-bye, TikTok. TikTok stream got canceled. Throughout the middle of the stream, it got ended randomly. Don't know why. I wasn't saying anything crazy. It just ended suddenly, so, oh well. Anyways, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate every single one of you. If you're still here, if you fell asleep, that's a-okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you guys. Goodbye. Good night. Thank you, Base God. It gets cold on these lonely nights. Never had money, so I can't respect it. Really, I value friends. You feel me? OG told me.